Hey good people, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. Pretty big day for the channel. This is our first time really taking a look at Eminem. This is his 1999 debut, the Slim Shady LP. My experience with Eminem, it's like 5th grade, coming home to watch the top 10 music video countdown on MTV, TRL Live with Carson Daly. And then I think in like 6th grade or so before school, a friend of mine was like, dude, you got to listen to this. And I put his headphones on, he played the CD and he played the song, I think it was Kim, whichever one he like murders his wife. It's pretty vivid. I remember that really well. I think the only thing on here that I know is, what's it? My Name Is. There may be something else on here that sounds familiar, but for the most part, I'm a clean slate. So really looking forward to this. We're going to get in, give each song a listen, make a few comments along the way, but I'll be keeping some notes in my handy dandy notebook. That way after each track, we can take a look at what stands out and see what other information we can find. Got 20 tracks here, smattering of skits in between. I will work to get all of the music videos, live performances, any interviews, things like that we can find up over on Patreon, but we already have hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, and you get to help vote on the things we listen to next on the channel. Are you ready? It's time. Let's enter the mind of Slim Shady. Sorry that transition took so long. This is, there are no lyrics on this. This track 1, public service announcement.
This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. The views and events expressed here are totally fucked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. However, the events
He's a funny guy, man.
on this album are not to be taken lightly. Children should not partake in the listening of this album with laces in their shoes. Slim Shady is not responsible for your actions. Upon purchasing this album, you have agreed not to try this at home. Anything else?
Yeah. Don't do drugs. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is what? Excuse me. My name is Slim Shady. Can I have the attention of the class for 1 second? My name is Slim Shady. Hi kids, do you like violence? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Wanna copy me and do exactly like I did?
He's such a character.
Get fucked up worse than my life is? My brain's dead weight. I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out which Spice Girl I want to impregnate. And Dr. Dre said,
Slim Shady, you a basic. Then why's your face red? Man, you wasted.
Well, since age 12, I felt like I'm someone else, cause I hung my original self from the top bunk with a belt. Got pissed off and ripped Pamela Lee's tits off and smacked her so hard I knocked her clothes backwards like Chris Paul. I smoke a fat pound of grass.
So maybe a poster?
The fat bitch who sat down too fast. Come here, slut. Shady, wait a minute. That's my girl, dog. I don't give a fuck. God sent me to piss the world off.
Dude, he set out his mission from the beginning. The track's almost a little jazzy.
My English teacher wanted to flunk me in junior high. Thanks a lot. Next semester I'll be 35. I smacked him in his face with an eraser. Chased him with a stapler. Stapled his nuts to a stack of paper. Walked in a strip club. Had my jacket zipped up. Flashed the bartender. Then stuck my dick in a tip cup. Extraterrestrial. Running over pedestrians in a spaceship while they screaming at me. Let's just be friends. 99% of my life I was lied to. I just found out my mom does more dope than I do. Damn. I told her I'd grow up to be a famous rapper. Make a record about doing drugs and name it after. You know you blew up when the women rush your stands and try to touch your hands like some screaming Usher fans. This guy at White Castle asked for my autograph, so I signed it. Dear Dave, thanks for the support, asshole. Hi, my name is
Like Dave, the owner. Oh, not White Castle, that's Wendy's.
My name is to die. I'll have to be carried inside the cemetery and buried alive. Am I coming or going? I can barely decide. I just drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive? Go ahead. All my life I was very deprived. I ain't had a woman in years, and my palms are too hairy to hide. Clothes ripped like the Incredible Hulk. I spit when I talk. I fuck anything that walks. Come here. When I was little, I used to get so hungry I would throw fits. How you gonna breastfeed me, mom? You ain't got no tits. I lay awake and strap myself in the bed with a bulletproof vest on and shoot myself in the head. Bang! I'm steaming mad. And by the way, when you see my dad, tell him that I slit his throat in this dream I had. Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is. Shady. Hi, my name is. My name is. What? My name is. Slim Shady. Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is. Slim Shady. Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is. Slim Shady.
Got this like the panning. It's almost like a fly buzzing around you. I love the public service announcement up front. It's just like, hey, just so you know, this is not for the children. And him kind of whispering in the person's ear. Okay. I mean, you know, he said it from the beginning. He was here to piss the world off, and provocative for sure. I'm really interested, man, just to see, because I've heard people talk about what Slim Shady, would it be Slim Shady, Eminem, and Marshall Mathers as the three characters? But just that, I guess, in different kind of eras for him, or maybe he switches between them, you know, throughout his career, depending on the subject matter he wants to talk about. But I'm curious as well, is like, was anyone else rapping like this at the time? I know I've seen interview stuff with Dr. Dre, because we did 2001 from Dr. Dre, and in some of the content we did over on Patreon, there was an interview with him, and he was talking about signing Eminem and how like he had heard some of the things that he was rapping about. He's like, what? You know, I've heard other artists talk about it, and so I think that was really cool for Dr. Dre to, you know, take a chance on Eminem, because there were a lot of reasons for him not to. But yeah, so really interested just to kind of learn more and try to get a grasp of the era, because I was not, even though I heard some of it when I was younger, I was not really into rap, so I wouldn't have known that well, kind of what was all going on. But yeah, no buts. Let's get in and check this out. The song that vaulted Eminem onto the national stage, lead single. While Marshall bagged a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance at the 42nd Grammy Awards in 2000, the song wasn't without controversy. Some of the lyrics specifically, 99% of my life I was lied to, just found out my mom does more dope than I do, were the reason Debbie Mathers, Eminem's mother, sued him? That's crazy. But she probably also saw it as an opportunity. So, filed a lawsuit Friday against her son in a Michigan court. So this is back from September 1999. The suit contends the 26-year-old hip-hop superstar slandered her in various broadcasts and print interviews by implying she was an unstable drug abuser, seeking $10 million in damages. The rapper's lawyer issued the following statement in response: Eminem's life is reflected in his music. Everything he has said can be verified as true. Well, and I think it's also like, there's a lot of things he says that aren't true, right? And I think that's where I'm going to kind of continue to learn him as an artist and the things that he's saying, you know, and some of the things that he's saying are just provocative. They're in his imagination, because obviously, like, he says some things in there that didn't actually happen. Truth is an absolute defense to a claim of defamation. This lawsuit does not come as a surprise to Eminem. His mother has been threatening to sue him since the success of his single, My Name Is. It's merely the result of a lifelong strained relationship between him and mother. Regardless, it's still painful to be sued by your mother, and therefore the lawsuit will only be dealt with through legal channels. Mathers Briggs' attorney, Fred Gibson, could not be reached for comment. Oh, that's it. So the question is, did Debbie Mathers win her lawsuit? No, she did not win her $10 million lawsuit. She filed defamation slander. The case ended in 2001, settlement rather than a major legal victory. The case was settled out of court in 2001 for a mere $25,000. After her lawyer's fees were deducted, Debbie walked away with only about $1,600? Dang! Eminem famously referenced the end of the legal battle in his 2002 song Without Me with the line, I just settled all my lawsuits, F you, Debbie. Oh my goodness. Of course he did. She's like, I'm filing another one. Okay, so My Name Is samples the 1975 song I Got The by British musician Labi Siffre. Siffre, an openly gay man, was reluctant to have his song be sampled in a song as homophobic as My Name Is. He let Dr. Dre and Eminem sample the song on the condition that they get rid of lines about raping lesbians and Eminem's gay junior high teacher. Both of those lyrics can be found on the extra explicit version of the song. When Labi Schaefer's album Remember My Song was re-released, he wrote in his liner notes about Eminem, he said, attacking two of the usual scapegoats, women and gays, is lazy writing. If you want to be radical, if you want to do battle, attack the aggressors, not the victims. I think Eminem would just be like, I'm just going to attack everybody. And some of it, I don't know if it's necessarily an attack. I think he's just saying, it's kind of like Eminem raps and says all the random thoughts that you might have in your mind. And I think the way he just, I don't know, man. I would imagine he's not trying to be hateful necessarily against anyone, or maybe he's trying to be hateful against everyone, or maybe he's just writing to write, and that's just kind of what comes out, and what comes out is what comes out. All right, produced by Dr. Dre. Saying that Eminem went on to achieve moderate commercial success is a comedic understatement. Sold the most albums of any rapper. How's nobody realizing moderate? Okay, I didn't see where somebody said this. The version is not uncut. Okay, somebody correcting lyrics. All right, let's get in to track 3. This is Guilty Conscience featuring Dr. Dre. Oh.
Meet Eddie.
No lyrics.
23 years old. Fed up with life and the way things are going, he decides to rob a liquor store. But on his way in, he has a sudden change of heart, and suddenly, his conscience comes into play.
Alright, stop. Now before you walk in the door of this liquor store and try to get money out the drawer, you better think of the consequence.
Who are you?
I'm your motherfucking conscience.
That's nonsense. Go in, gap for the money and run to one of your aunt's cribs and borrow a damn dress to one of her brown wigs. Telling you need a place to stay. You'll be safe for days if you shave your legs with Renee's razor blades.
Yeah, but if it all goes through like it's supposed to, the whole neighborhood knows you and they'll expose you. Think about it before you walk in the door first. Look at the store clerk, she's older than George Burns.
Fuck that, do that shit, shoot that bitch. Can you afford to blow this shit? Are you that rich? Why you give a fuck if she dies? Are you that bitch? Do you really think she gets a fuck if you have kids?
Man, don't do it, it's not worth it to risk it. Right. Not over this shit,
stop.
Drop the biscuit. Don't even listen to Slim, yo, he's bad for you.
You know what, Dre? I don't like your attitude.
Oh, it would be...
Meet Stan, 21 years old. After meeting a young girl at a rave party, things start getting hot and heavy in an upstairs bedroom. Once again, his conscience comes into play.
Now listen to me, while you're kissing her cheek and smearing her lipstick, slip this in a dream. Now all you gotta do is nibble on this little bitch's earlobe.
Yo, this girl's only 15 years old. You shouldn't take advantage of her. That's not fair.
Yo, look at her bush. Does it got hair? Fuck this bitch right here on the spot bare. Till she passes out. She forgot how she got there.
Man, ain't you ever seen that one movie, Kids?
No, but I seen the porno with Son Nubian.
Shit, you wanna get hauled off to jail?
Man, fuck that. Hit that shit raw dog and bell.
Meet Grady, a 29-year-old construction worker. After coming home from a hard day's work, he walks in the door of his trailer park home to find his wife in bed with another man.
Alright, calm down, relax, start breathing.
Fuck that shit. You just caught this bitch cheating. While you at work, she's with some dude trying to get off. Fuck slit in her throat. Cut this bitch's head off.
Wait, what if there's an explanation for this shit?
What? She tripped, fell, landed on his dick?
Alright, Shady, maybe he's right, Grady. But think about the baby before you get all crazy.
Okay, thought about it. Still wanna stab her? Grab her by the throat, get your daughter and kidnap her? That's what I did. Be smart, don't be a retard. You gonna take advice from somebody who slapped D-Barnes?
What you say?
What's wrong? Didn't think I remember?
I'ma kill you, motherfucker.
Temper, Mr. Dre, Mr. NWA, Mr. AK, coming straight out of Compton, y'all better make way. How in the fuck you gonna tell this man not to be violent?
Cause he don't need to go the same route that I went. Been there, done that. Oh, fuck it, what am I saying? Shoot them both, Grady. Where's your gun at?
Dude, I've never heard anything like this. Obviously, there's cinematic stuff and narratives in, you know, some of the modern rap that I've listened to. And I guess not all rap I've listened to is modern. You know, we've gone back and did Jay-Z in the 90s, obviously Dr. Dre. We did Ye, or like we've been going through Ye, which began, you know, in the early 2000s. Cole, Kendrick, you know, and there's plenty of narrative things, but this isn't even necessarily a skit. It's like a skit and a song at the same time. So obviously it seems like the idea is you got Slim Shady, who's kind of almost like the devil on the shoulder, and then you've got Dr. Dre, who's kind of playing like the angel on the shoulder, and the people in the different scenarios are considering what they should do. And obviously the Slim Shady voice is winning, and in the end, Dre gives in to it as well. Okay, so this one was Guilty Conscience. This just put me into a different... Okay, here it is. The classic song Eminem and Dre play the evil and good conscience respectively. Wait, Dre is the good one? Or three separate people who are about to commit violent or sexual crimes. Dre wins the first battle, whereas Eminem wins the second. The third case, the two agree the bad thing to do is actually the morally right thing to do. I didn't catch that in the first one because I was trying to like keep up with what was happening. So that's interesting that the first one, Dre won, then Eminem won, and then together they decided, you know, to move forward. The bad thing's the morally right thing. In Angry Blonde, Eminem explains how he came up with the idea for the song. Dre and I were in the gym one day. We was talking about song concepts. Dr. Dre said we should do a song together called Night and Day, where everything he was saying, I was saying the complete opposite. So I thought about it, went home that same night and wrote it. This sounds like a dope concept too. I mean, I know this is his interpretation of it, but I love that. That should become like a common thing, you know, that different rappers do over time, kind of emulating this whole night and day idea of saying something as the other one saying the complete opposite. That's really cool. Let's see. Eminem said in an appearance on MTV in Italy, Dre had an idea. Okay, so we kind of read that. I remember going in and doing a couple lines. He would lay a couple lines. I laid a couple lines after I laid mine. Just remember him tipping back in his chair, you know, like almost fell over laughing so hard. I think it was the Mr. Dre, Dr. Dre, Mr. NWA. Okay, I guess Dre's going to be producing on all of this. Dre at his finest should be noted. Okay, so the Isley Brothers. He can be heard on commercials, movie trailers, television promos, video games, DVDs, television shows. Yes, okay. Recognize the voice for sure. What was it? Go in, gaff full the money. Run to your aunt's crib, borrow her dress, one of her blonde wigs. Tell her you need a place to stay, you'll be safe for days. If you shave your legs with Renee's razor blades. Eminem plans here is to break in. Renee is probably the name of Eddie's aunt in this case. Eminem tends to throw out random girls' names in his songs to fit the rhyme scheme. Might be what is going on here. Look at the store clerk. She's older than George Burns. Do that. Shoot her. Can't you afford to blow this? Man, don't do it. It's not worth it to risk it. Not over this. Drop the biscuit. Don't even listen to Slim. Yo, he's bad for you. You know what, Dre? I don't like your attitude. I want to find the spot where he, like, you know, says that about Dre. Oh, here it is. What's wrong? Okay, wait. You gonna take advice from somebody who slapped D. Barnes? Dr. Dre pleaded no contest to beating Fox TV personality D. Barnes at a Hollywood party, although he claimed he just threw her through a door. That's all I did. He was fined $2,500, placed on 2 years probation. Dre also was ordered to perform 240 hours of community service, produce an anti-violence public service announcement for television. Eminem was actually nervous about including this line in the song because he had only known Dre for a few days when he recorded it. However, when Dre first heard it, he fell out of his chair laughing. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty bold thing to go after because obviously it's a pretty serious thing. What'd you say? What's wrong? Didn't think I'd remember? I'ma kill you. Temper, Mr. Dre, Mr. NWA, Mr. AK. And points out the hypocrisy in the fact that Dre, who used to be a gangsta rapper, now wants to be calm and non-violent. NWA's first album, Straight Outta Compton, was notoriously violent, caused them to be named the world's most dangerous group. So crazy. I noticed when we were looking at some stuff, remember what it was for, but with Eminem on Spotify, there were like hardly lyrics for his songs, so we'll see, you know, how many songs on here actually have lyrics. So if the screen's kind of going back and forth, it's because I don't know if it has lyrics till we kind of get into the song. So I'll do the best to kind of keep it flowing right. All right, let's get into track 4. This is Brain Damage.
Scalpel. Hair. Sponge. Hair. Wait. He's convulsing. He's convulsing. We're gonna have to shock him. Oh my God. We're gonna have to shock him. These are the results of 1,000 electric volts. A neck with bolts. Nurse, we're losing him. Check the pulse. A kid who refused to respect adults. Wore spectacles with tape frames and a freckled nose. A corny looking white boy, scrawny and always ornery. Cause I was always sick of brawny bullies picking on me. And I might snatch. One day just like that, I decided to strike back and flattened every tire on the bike rack. My first day in junior high, this kid said, it's you and I, 3 o'clock sharp this afternoon you die. I looked at my watch, it was 1:20. I already gave you my lunch money, what more do you want from me? He said, don't try to run from me, you just make it worse. My palms were sweaty and I started to shake it first. Something told me, try to fake it.
Not the first time he talks about palms sweaty. They need a naked nurse.
I thought you said it was just Tommy. Oh, I mean it is, but I also got a bum knee. Mr. Mathers, the fun and games are over. And just for that stunt, you're gonna get some extra homework. But don't you wanna give me after school detention? Nah, that bully wants to beat your ass and I'm a legend. Ever since the day I was born.
Wow.
Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going. But everywhere I go, they keep playing my song. Brain damage, ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going. But everywhere I go, they keep playing my song. Way before my baby daughter Haley, I I was harassed daily by this fat kid named D'Angelo Bailey, an 8th grader who acted obnoxious, cause his father boxed us, so every day he'd shove me in the lockers. One day he came in the bathroom while I was pissing, and had me in the position to beat me into submission. He banged my head against the urinal till he broke my nose, soaked my clothes in blood, grabbed me and choked my throat. I tried to plead and tell him we shouldn't be, but he just wouldn't leave. He kept choking me and I couldn't breathe. He looked at me and said, "You gonna die, honky." The principal walked in and started helping him stomp me. I made him think they beat me to death, holding my breath for like 5 minutes before they finally left. Then I got up and ran to the janitor's storage booth, kicked the doors loose and ripped out the foreign screws, grabbed some sharp objects, brooms and foreign tools. This is for every time you took my orange juice, or stole my seat in the lunchroom and drank my chocolate milk. Every time you tipped my tray and it dropped and spilled. I'm getting you back, bully, now once and for good. I cocked the boomstick back and swung hard as I could, and beat him over the head with it till I broke the wood. Knocked him down and stood on his chest with 1 foot. Made it home later that same day, started reading a comic, and suddenly everything became gray. I couldn't even see what I was trying to read. I went deaf and my left ear started to bleed. My mother started screaming, "What are you on, drugs? Look at you, you're getting blood all over my rug." She beat me over the head with the remote control, opened a hole and my whole brain fell out of my skull. I picked it up and screamed, "Look, bitch, what have you done? Oh my God, I'm sorry, son." "Shut up, you cunt." I said, "Fuck it." Took it and stuck it back up in my head, then I sewed it shut and put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage ever since the day I was.
Man, he's got some catchy hooks, right? Just things you can remember and sing.
Which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage. It's brain damage. I got brain damage. It's brain damage. It's probably brain damage. It's brain damage. Brain damage. I got brain damage. It's brain damage.
The idea of brain damage is interesting, and we'll look at it because obviously the main narrative of the song has to do with being bullied, and then also I know he is drawing from a lot of experiences in his own life, and so we'll see if there's any, you know, quotes or anything about stuff like that. But I guess they don't even have to necessarily be experiences from his own life, because he is also just talking about a thing that's still an issue. And it's not just in schools, you know, there are bullies everywhere. But unfortunately, you know, kids are often less equipped with how to deal with it, and it's such a sad thing, man. But even I think what he's also getting at here is maybe the school and how authorities can sometimes be complicit or maybe not give things the attention that it needs, and in some ways, you know, kind of be implicit in what's going on and the effects of it on a kid. So let's get in here. Pins a grotesque, surreal tale, although inspired by real events about his childhood, how he became so crazy. The D'Angelo Bailey named in the song actually attempted to sue him, and everybody's coming at him. Are you kidding me? In 2003, claiming he slandered Bailey's character and fabricated stories, the case ended up being dismissed by the judge, who wrote her own rap at the end of the ruling to explain her decision. I think I read something about this. Yeah, you can rhyme with orange. Yeah, and honestly, man, this is one of the songs that, like, I would revisit. Not that I want violence on anybody, but I'm okay with a little, like, mixture of fact and fiction if we're talking about bullies. Because I don't like bullies. Let's see if we can find this rap from the judge. Oh my gosh, it has a Genius listing. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let's read this a little bit first. Okay, against him for defamation. Okay, yeah, we just listened to it. Eminem's statement on his 1990 interview with Rolling Stone. He used to beat the shit out of me. I was in 4th grade. He was in 6th. Ugh. Everything in the song is true. One day he came in the bathroom. I was pissing. He beat the shit out of me. Pissed all over myself, but that's not how I got really messed up. One day he came running from across the yard and hit me so hard into the snowbank that I blacked out. Gosh. She dismissed the defamation suit, curiously wrote this 10-stanza footnoted explanation for her ruling at the end of her paper. That is such a gangster move. Like, what was going on? Unless she just knew, you know, like other people were coming after him. He's successful now. People think they might be able to get something from him. And so maybe it's kind of her way of mocking him as well. We had a bully down the street growing up. Man, it sucked. Anytime he came outside, it was like, ugh, all right, fun's over. Because we used to play football. One of my friends had basically a football field beside their house. It was just their yard, but it was like just all grass. And so we played football there. And we played tackle football, you know, as kids. But it'd be similar to like rugby. Everybody kind of knew we weren't out trying to hurt each other. And so, you know, but every time he came outside, it was like somebody was going to get hurt. And I remember one time I had the ball. I think I got it off the kickoff. And I'm running down the field and he's running straight at me. And I know all he's going to do is hit me super hard. And so right before he got to me, I dropped down and he went like, you know, like tripped over me and went flying. And then all of a sudden I realized in my head, oh gosh, what have I done? All right, let's see what she says. Because he got up and didn't like it. Okay, to convey the court's opinions to fans of rap, the court's research staff has helped the court put the decision into a universally understandable format. Mr. Bailey complains that his rep is trash, so he's seeking compensation in the form of cash. Bailey's thinking he's entitled to some monetary gain because Eminem used his name in vain. Eminem says Bailey used to throw him around, beat him up in the jaw, and shove his face in the ground. Eminem contends that his rap is protected by the rights guaranteed by the First Amendment. Eminem maintains that the story is true and that Bailey beat him black and blue. And the alternative, man, I need a... Should we? Hold on. Okay. We're going to do something ridiculous and see if it works, okay? Can I just get like some sort of beat? Let me get Eminem type beat. All right, let's see. All right, hold on. Let me turn off this background music. What's this sound like? Okay. I am willing to embarrass myself for your entertainment. All right, let me make sure. I'll stay on this side. All right, you ready? Let's see what we can do. 1, 2. 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2. Mr. Bailey complains that his rep is trash, so he's seeking compensation in the form of cash. Bailey thinks he's entitled to some monetary... Used his name in vain. Eminem says Bailey used to throw him around, beat him up in the jaw, and shove his face in the ground. Eminem contends that his rap is protected by the rights guaranteed by the First Amendment. Eminem maintains that the story is true and that Bailey beat him black and blue. In the alternative, he states that the story is phony and a reasonable person wouldn't think it's I don't know the beat. We'll try one more time. Court must always balance the rights of a defendant and one placed in a false light. If the plaintiff presents no question of fact, to dismiss is the only acceptable act. If the language used is anything but pleasing, it must be highly objectionable to a person of reason. Even if objectionable and causing offense, self-help is the first line of defense. Yet when Bailey actually spoke to the press, what do you think he didn't address? Those false light charges that so disturb prompted from Bailey not a single word. So highly objectionable it could not be. Bailey was happy to hear his name on a CD. Bailey also admitted he was a bully in youth, which makes what Marshall said substantial truth. This doctrine is a defense well known, and render Bailey's case substantially blown. The lyrics are stories no one would take as fact. You're an exaggeration of a childish act. Any reasonable person could clearly see that the lyrics could only be hyperbole. It is therefore this court's ultimate position that Eminem is entitled to summary disposition. Yeah, this is a Musically Malnourished exclusive. All right, enough of that. Sorry. I think I could do better if I gave it another go. Now I really want to like make a beat and try to rap to that song and do a better one. Maybe I will. We'll see. Okay, that was ridiculous. You're welcome. Produced by Eminem and Bass Brothers. All right. It keeps taking me outside of like the actual song. This thing. I need to keep this open. All right. I'm all over the place right now. Let's go ahead and get into track 5. This is a skit. We'll let it roll into track 6 as well, titled If I Had.
What's going on? This is Paul Rosenberg, your faithful attorney at law. Listen, I listened to the rough copy of your album, and, I just got to be honest with you. Can you tone it down a little bit? Because there's only so much I can explain. Give me a call.
Like his publicist.
Life by Marshall Mathers. What is life? Life is like a big obstacle in front of your optical to slow you down. And every time you think you've gotten past it, it's gonna come back around to tackle you to the damn ground. What are friends? Friends are people that you think are your friends, but they really your enemies with secret identities and disguises to hide their true colors. So just when you think you're close enough to be brothers, they wanna come back and cut your throat when you ain't looking. What is money? Money is what makes a man act funny. Money is the root of all evil. Money will make them same friends come back around, swearing that they was always down. But it's life. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of backstabbing ass snakes with friendly grins. I'm tired of committing so many sins. Tired of always giving in when this bottle of Henny wins. Tired of never having any ends. Tired of having skinny friends hooked on crack and mini thins. I'm tired of this DJ playing your shit when he spins. Tired of not having a deal. Tired of having to deal with the bullshit without grabbing the steel. Tired of drowning in my sorrow. Tired of having to borrow $1 for gas to start my Monte Carlo. I'm tired of motherfuckers spraying shit and darting off. I'm tired of jobs starting off at $5.50 an hour. Then this boss wonders why I'm smarting off. Tired of being fired every time I fart and cough. Tired of having to work as a gas station clerk for this jerk breathing down my neck, driving me berserk. I'm tired of using plastic silverware. Tired of working and building square. Tired of not being a millionaire. But if I had $1 million, I'd buy a damn brewery and turn the planet into alcoholics. If I had a magic wand, I'd make the world suck my dick without a condom on while I'm on the john. If I had $1 million, it wouldn't be enough, cause I'd still be out robbing armored trucks. If I had one wish, I would ask for a big enough ass for the whole world to kiss. I'm tired of being white trash, broke and always poor. Tired of taking pop bottles back to the party store. Tired of not having a phone. Tired of not having a home to have one in if I did have one on. Tired of not driving a BM. Tired of not working at GM. Tired of wanting to be him. Tired of not sleeping without a Tylenol PM. Tired of not performing in the Pack Coliseum. Tired of not being on tour. Tired of fucking the same blonde whore after work in the back of a contour. I'm tired of faking knots with a stack of ones. Having a lack of funds and resorting back to guns. Tired of being stared at. Tired of wearing the same damn Nike Air hat. Tired of stepping in clubs wearing the same pair of lugs. Tired of people saying they're tired of hearing me rap about drugs. Tired of other rappers who ain't bringing half the skill as me, saying they wasn't feeling me on nobody's as ill as me. And I'm tired of radio stations telling fibs. Tired of J.O.B. saying where hip-hop lives. But if I had $1 million, I'd buy a damn brewery and turn the planet into alcoholics. If I had a magic wand, I'd make the world suck my dick without a condom on while I'm on the john. If I had $1 million, it wouldn't be enough, cause I'd still be out robbing armored trucks. If I had
wonder if that was a sample or if it was written for the song. If I Had $1 Million, what she was singing in the background. I do like how, you know, because this is the challenge coming into a new artist, is really kind of getting a feel for who they are. And obviously the 90s were a very different time as well. You know, but him even talking about obviously his frustrations in here. And then like, even with his frustrations, because he's just so sick of everything, even if he had $1 million, he's still like frustrated and, you know, wants you to kiss his ass. Not like, oh, if I had, you know, a magic wand, I'd do this and everything would be good. He's like, no, I'm still mad at you. I'm still frustrated about stuff. And then he kind of explains in here a little bit. Let's see. Especially down toward the end when he said he just raps about what he sees. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this telling me to be positive. How am I supposed to be positive when I don't see stuff positive? You know what I'm saying? Rap about stuff around me, stuff I see. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm tired of everything. And I think that that's what he's doing. He's just tired of everything. And being honest about, you know, his feelings about a lot of things. Let's see. The lyrics of the song were comprised after a week of things going consecutively wrong for him, for Eminem in the summer of 97. Were recorded at a later point, wintertime of the year. Voicing feelings of misanthropy, doubt toward those he considered friends, this song found Shady completely disillusioned with human nature, reacting musically to the harsh reality that Marshall Mathers then had to face. As he later loftily expressed in the Relapse track Elevator, Eminem eventually accumulated excessively more capital than he fantasized about here and has a net worth excuse me, of $230 million as of January 2021. Wild. Said If I Had was off the Slim Shady EP. It was written when I was staying at a friend's house. Because the Slim Shady EP was before this, and they worked on it, added some stuff, refined some stuff into the LP. I was living with a couple of roommates at the time. I wrote that stuff the same week my car broke down. My engine blew out. A bunch of stuff was happening all at the same time. I wrote the song during the summer of 97, but I didn't record it until that winter. Let's see. So we have additional vocalist Christy Abbott Swift. Doesn't say anything here about the sample, but maybe we can click the annotations. The other thing we can do, we can look on who sampled, so we'll do that real quick. Okay, who sampled, and this was If I Had. Here, I'll bring you guys in. If I Had $1 Million by the Bare Naked Ladies. Okay, cool. I never listened to the Bare Naked Ladies. Obviously heard of them. And then on the skit before, it says one of the earlier skits humorizing Eminem's interactions with his overworked lawyer, Paul Rosenberg. He's like, I can only explain so much, man. As a part of the 25th anniversary of the release, Eminem released an animated video accompanying this skit. That's cool. All right, let's get over to track 7. This is 97, Bonnie and Clyde. Is a lot of his stuff this thematic?
Baby, your dad loves you, and I'm always be here for you. No matter what happens. You're all I got in this world. I would never give you up for nothing. Nobody in this world is ever gonna keep me from you. I love you. Come on, hey, hey, we going to the beach. Grab a couple of toys and let Dada strap you in the car seat. Oh, where's Mama? She's taking a little nap in the trunk. Oh, that smell. Dada must have run over.
I wonder if this is kind of like the
It's kind of late to go swimming.
the album cover.
She's one of those type of women that do crazy things, and if she don't get away, she'll throw a fit. Don't play with Dada's toy knife, honey, let go of it. And don't look so upset, why you acting bashful? Don't you wanna help Dada build a sandcastle? And Mama said she wants to show you how far she can float. And don't worry about that little boo-boo on her throat, it's just a little scratch, it don't hurt. Her was eating dinner while you was sweeping and spilled ketchup on her shirt. Mama's messy, ain't she? We'll let it wash off in the water.
That's wild.
Way by ourselves, can't we? Just the two of us. Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just you and I. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two of us. Just the two of us. See, honey, there's a place called heaven and a place called hell. A place called prison and a place called jail. And that is probably on its way to all of them except one. His mama's got a new husband and a stepson, and you don't want a brother, do ya? Maybe when you're old enough to understand a little better, I'll explain it to you. But for now, what you say mama was real, real bad. Was being mean to dad that made him real, real mad. But I still feel sad that I put her on timeout. Sit back in your chair, honey, quit trying to climb out. I told you it's okay, hey, hey. When the baba, take a night-night. Nan boo, goo goo gaga. Her make poo poo caca. Dad'll change her diety. Clean the baby up so her can take a nighty-nighty. And dad'll wake her up as soon as we get to the water. 97 Bonnie and Clyde, me and my daughter. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two.
It's cool. It's like the new Bonnie and Clyde, 97 Bonnie and Clyde.
You and I, just the two of us. Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two of us. Just the two of us. 'Cause you and I. Wake up, sleepyhead, we're here. Before we pray, we're gonna take mommy for a little walk along the pier. Haley, don't cry, honey, don't get the wrong idea. Mama's too sleepy to hear you screaming in her ear. That's why you can't get it away. But don't worry, Dada made a nice bed for mommy at the bottom of the lake. Here, you wanna help Dada tie a rope around this rock? We'll tie it to her footsie, then we'll roll her off the dock. Ready now? Here we go, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Whee! There goes mama splashing in the water. No more fighting with dad, no more restraining order. No more stepdad, no more new brother. Blow her kisses bye-bye, tell mama you love her. And we'll go play in the sand, build a castle and junk. But first, just help dad with 2 more things out the trunk. Just the two of us.
Oh gosh.
Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two of us.
It's either the like evidence or the other guy and his kid.
Just the two of us. And when we ride, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just you and I, just the two of us. Just me and you, baby. Just the two of us. That's all we need in this world. Just the two of us. Just me and you. Just the two of us. Your dada will always be here for you. Your dada's always gonna love you. Remember that. If you ever need me, I'ma always be here for you. If you ever need anything, just ask. Dada will be right there. Your dada loves you. I love you, baby.
Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you want access to hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists, then check out my Patreon. That's where we host music videos, live performances, exclusive live streams, behind the scenes content, documentaries, and you get the ability to help vote on the albums we listen to here on the channel. Patreon is the best way to support this channel, and you can get access to the entire library, past, present, and future, for just $5. Join the amazing community that we're building over there, and I try to make it worth your time and your money. All right, let's get back into it. So obviously he's venting his frustrations with being held away from his daughter. 97 Bonnie and Clyde LP version of Just the Two of Us. Okay. Truly shortly over a year before. Apart from the title, this version has a slightly different beat, produced by Bass Brothers, and an extended intro taken directly from Mommy. The Skit interlude on the Slim Shady EP that precedes Just the Two of Us. The new title pays homage to Tupac and his song Me and My Girlfriend, in which he titled him and his girlfriend, which is revealed to be a gun, as 96 Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, in this version of the 97 Bonnie and Clyde refers to Eminem and his daughter Haley, whose voice is heard throughout the song. The song chronicles the fictional story of Eminem running off with Haley after having murdered his ex and Haley's mother, Kim, her new lover, and her stepson, an episode which was later described in the Marshall Mathers LP, Kim. Okay, that's that song I heard. I wonder if they tried to sue him. In his 2000 book, Angry Blonde. Oh, he has a book? Dude, I'm telling you, one thing I really want to do and am going to do on this channel is I've been getting books. Let's see. I have these ones so far, and then I have Michael Jackson's. I'm going to order his Moonwalk autobiography, I think it is, or memoir. But I have this from Questlove, Music is History, which is really cool. You know, he just goes through like a lot of time periods and how music kind of shaped these things, or maybe even how the times shaped music. I have Jay-Z's Decoded. The only bad thing about this book is all of the pages are glossy, and I really wanted to like highlight and stuff. So that's been a struggle to like make notes on. I have this book by Marcus J. Moore called The Butterfly Effect, How Kendrick Lamar Ignited the Soul of Black America. But I really want to like do some videos on some of these books and the things that I took away from them, because I just think it fit the channel really well. It's music adjacent content, so I need to remember this book. This little topic of discussion was also written in the summer of 97. Again, during that time, a lot of stuff just started snowballing for me. It was also when Kim and I weren't really seeing eye to eye and whatnot. See, we weren't together. She was using my daughter Haley as a weapon against me. She wasn't letting me see her. I originally wrote the song to get back at her so she could hear it. Didn't write the song thinking I was going to get a record deal and that this was a song that was going to be huge or even talked about. I mean, at the most, I thought it would be talked about in Detroit, but I didn't figure I was going to get a deal and go nationwide with it. My original reason for making it was to piss her off. I even went so far as to use Haley for the vocal you hear on the record. It was my little baby's first musical appearance. Regardless, I think it's one of my favorite concept songs. Originally, DJ Head made the beat. It didn't sound like the Bill Withers version anymore. Head had the bass line going down like tun ta tun tun tad dunt tun ta tun ta tad ta dun. So it just clicked in my head instantly. A song about just me and my daughter. The timing was perfect on it. I got the beat, thought of the hook, what to write about, but I thought, how can I make a song about Haley? Didn't want to make this stuff corny or nothing, but I was also trying to piss Kim off. Put a lot of my personal stuff out there, but I don't care. See, it's like every time somebody disses me, I'm going to talk about them. Kind of like if you piss me off, I'm going to respond in my songs, which has held true. I did, follow along with his beef with MGK, just because I think I saw the MGK video posted. Was it Rap Devil or Rap God or something like that? And then I saw Eminem response, so I was kind of following along with that a little bit several years ago, which I like. I've only listened to Americana from MGK. I actually have the record. Was it Lost Americana, I think is what it was called, which I really enjoyed because it takes me back to a style of music I really liked growing up. But so there are things about MGK I enjoy and things I don't enjoy about him. But overall, I think he's an incredibly talented person. But I did find it really funny that after all of that, it was like MGK kind of switched the direction he was going with music, and everybody's like, you know, Eminem made him switch genres. Okay, Kim, you're going to piss me off, then I'm going to make you look stupid in front of all these people. But I don't limit this attitude to just Kim. I mean, everybody. This is genius. Who can tell a better story, better way? Fact, this doesn't contain any swearing makes it a little more chilling for some reason. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't even pay attention to that. Eminem scares me, but damn, he's a genius. But first, just helped out with 2 more things out the trunk. Creepy and cute at the same time. Oh man, it is funny, you know, as far as the content of the song, but like the smooth nature of it and, you know, all that, I'm like, I could re-listen to that song. All right. Let's get to track 8, which is a skit. Excuse me. And then we'll let it roll into track 9, titled Role Model.
Justin, it's Zoe. Kelly did not have me call. However, I just listened to Eminem in her car. It is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard in my entire life. And I seriously want to call his fucking agent and tell them how fucking disgusting he is. It, like, makes me upset. I'm now nauseous and I can't eat lunch. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to drown myself. You can try this at home. You can be just like me.
It's a real experience. You guys gotta let me know, were other people doing stuff like this?
I'm cancerous, so when I dish, you wouldn't want to answer this if you responded back with a battle rap you wrote for cannabis. I strangle you to death and I choke you again, and break your fucking legs till your bones poke through your skin. You beef with me, I'ma even the score equally. Take you on Jerry Springer and beat your ass legally.
Oh, Jerry Springer.
Off a funny homegrown, cause when I smoke out, I hit the trees harder than Sonny Bono. Oh, no. So if I said I never did drugs, that would mean I lie and get fucked more than the president does. Hillary Clinton tried to slap me and call me a pervert. I ripped her fucking tonsils out and fed her sherbert. My nerves hurt, and lately I'm on edge. Grabbed Vanilla Ice and ripped out his blonde dreads. Every girl I ever went out with is gone les. Follow me and do exactly what the song says. Smoke weed, take pills, drop out of school, kill people and drink, and jump behind the wheel like it was still legal. I'm dumb enough to walk in a store and steal, so I'm dumb enough to ask for a date with Lauryn Hill. Some people only see that I'm white, ignoring.
We just did the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
With an orange bill, but I don't get pissed. Y'all don't even see through the mist. How the fuck can I be white? I don't even exist. I get a clean shave, bathe, go to a rave, die from an overdose, and dig myself up out of my grave. My middle finger won't go down. How do I wave? And this is how I'm supposed to teach kids how to behave. Now follow me and do exactly what you see. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I slap women in each rooms, then OD. Now don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? Me and Marcus Allen went over to see Nicole. When we heard a knock at the door, must have been Ron Gold. Jump behind the door, put the orgy on hold. Killed them both and smeared blood on a white Bronco. My mind won't work if my spine don't jerk. I slap Garth Brooks out of his rhinestone shirt. I'm not a player, just an ill rhyme sayer that'll spray an aerosol can up at the ozone layer. My rap style's warped. I'm running out the morgue with your dead grandmother's corpse to throw it on your porch. Jumped in a chicken horn cartoon with a cape on, and beat up foghorn leghorn with an acorn. I'm about as Norman as Norman Bates, with the formative traits of premature birth that was 4 minutes late. Mother, are you there? I love you. I never meant to hit you over the head with that shovel. Will someone please explain to my brain that I just severed the main vein with a chainsaw and I'm in pain? I take a breather inside. Either I'm high or I'm nuts. Cause if you ain't tilting this broom, neither am I. So when you see your mom with a thermometer sharp in her ass, then it probably is obvious I got it on with her. Cause when I drop this solo shit, it's over with. I bought Cage's tape, opened it, and dubbed over it. I came to the club drunk with a fake ID. Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I've been with 10 women who got HIV. Now don't you wanna grow up to be just like me? I've got genital warts and it burns when I pee. Don't you
It's so random.
I tie a rope around my penis and jump from a tree. You probably wanna grow up to be just like me.
This is something else, man. You know, honestly, I feel like if you think about it through this lens, I mean, how many people make some really jacked up movies? Like, what is it? The Terrifier series? I won't even watch clips from that. I watched one clip one time because I was curious. I was like, what is this whole thing about? Dude, it makes me sick thinking about it. And so I wouldn't recommend going and watching Terrifier clips, but you could probably do a little research. Like, people make some really messed up stuff. I never watched it and I never will watch it, The Human Centipede, but I know what it's about. That's some really messed up stuff. And if you want to talk about, you know, people that write, not just horror stuff, but people that write, like, I mean, I think, you know, I don't know anything about 50 Shades of Grey other than like I don't even know what you call it, BDSM, is that it? You know, but I know there's some like weird stuff in there, you know. And so anyways, you just think about other forms of media and how, you know, people go to these real extremes telling a story. And I feel like that's a lot of what Eminem's doing with his music. And so people may choose to not engage in those forms of media, you know, the movies or the shows or the books. But I think to not be critical on those and be very critical about this just because of the medium of music, I don't know, to me this is in some ways like watching, you know, a film or reading a book that has these kind of crazy moments in it and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just kind of what it makes me think of. I just like, okay, of course he's saying some crazy stuff, you know, some inflammatory things, but it just doesn't feel that far off from a lot of other media that exists, or even video games where people are like acting those things out. So it's an actual message. This was the skit from someone named Zoe Winkler, who happened to be the daughter of Henry Winkler. Due to the misogynistic lyrics on the Slim Shady LP album, Zoe goes off about how the lyrics offend her. In order to have permission to use this voicemail, Eminem first offered her $300, but since she didn't need the money, she replied he had to go out for dinner with her instead, which eventually happened. In the clean version of the album, the title Bitch was replaced by Zoe. That... Is there more information on this? Rage Against the Past, Eminem is a former skinny white kid who raps with a vengeance. Nipples. Let's see. Scully beat him so bad. Okay, it's just a little article about it. One of the heroes, Dr. Dre, some ladies. Eminem is white, as in pasty white. All right, I don't want to spend forever looking through this article. I guess we could just do this. Look for Zoe. When Henry Winkler's daughter, Zoe, left a message on a mutual friend's answering machine complaining that listening to Eminem had put her off for lunch, the rapper decided to include it on the album. He had to get her permission. He had to have dinner with her to get it. The whole way down to the restaurant, I was thinking, yo, I'm going to have to smack this girl, he says. There I was, all ready to defend myself. And then when I got there, she was like, oh, hi, Eminem. It's so nice to meet you. The whole thing just flipped on me. Eminem likes it when life flips out a little, as he notes with a little chuckle of pride, I'm both sober and intoxicated. I can handle my high. That's so funny. It's almost like, you know, when people say stuff in comments and then either you comment back or you actually see them in person and it's like, oh yeah, I was just, you know, whatever. Like, wait, he wants to talk to me? All right, so then let's see, on this, he talks about the song in the book Angry Blonde. He says, I was just messing around when I made this song. To me, it's just a rap record. The message behind it was just a complete sarcasm. I wanted to be clear. Don't look at me like I'm a role model. Dre and I were in the studio at his house, and he had made the track first. It's almost like, yeah, him going to extremes, because he recognized, like, I don't think I'm like a role model for anyone. And so to make that clear, he goes to the extremes, you know, like, all right, you want to do just like me? Do all this. Which is obviously the sarcasm that's there. He made the track first. I'd started a rhyme the night before. I hadn't finished it yet. When I heard the track, I said, yo, Dre, I got a rhyme that goes with that. I finished the rhyme and started writing the song in the studio. I finished the first verse, knocked out the second verse, then I wrote a hook. Then Mel Man thought of the part that goes, don't you want to grow up to be just like me? I said, yo, that's perfect. I was talking about the same shit. You know, smoke weed, take pills, drop out of school, all that. We had that part of the hook. I filled in all the blanks. Came to the club drunk with a fake ID. Don't you want to grow up, be just like me? This was one of the first 3 songs I did with Dre when we began working together. All right, some of the same repeated stuff there. Live performance. It'll be fun, man. When we get the live performances and music videos and stuff over on Patreon. I do understand now, you know, and I don't know if his style evolves a little bit, you know, as you get further into his career, but the kind of, what's the word? Not mocking. The videos where people are like doing impressions of him and are just like, I took a fork, transformed it into some torque, ate myself a New York peppermint patty, you know, smoked a fatty. Just the like constant play off the word before, because he definitely gets into some stuff here. What did he say? I think this one. Yeah, will someone please explain to my brain that I just severed the main vein with a chainsaw? I'm in pain. You know, and so you get those where people kind of joke about his rhyme scheme and a lot of those things. It's fun, man. It's so different. All right, let's get into track 10, which is a skit called Lounge, and then we'll let it flow into track 11 titled My Fault.
For all the ladies out there.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. And now you're lying in the corner, crying.
Is that a Queen song? Or Beatles or something? That's what it sounds like to me. Karaoke.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never
Okay.
meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I went to John's rave with Ron and Dave. Met a new wave, blonde babe with half of her head shaved. A nurse aide who came to get laid and tied up with first aid tape and raped on the first date. Susan, an ex-heroin addict who just stopped using, who loved booze and alternative music. Told me she was going back into using again. I said, wait, first try this hallucinogen. It's better than heroin, hitting the bruise in the gin. Come here, let's go in here. Who's in the den? Me and Kelly. My bad, let's try another room. I don't trust you. Shut up, slut, chew up this mushroom. This'll help you get in touch with your roots. We'll get barefoot, butt naked, and run in the woods. Oh hell, I might as well try him. This party is so drag. Oh,
I love that he does both voices.
huh? I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl.
Oh, the whole bag?
Bring you to my world, but now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I'm sorry. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl.
Another hook that's like,
Bring you to my world.
that whole, I love that. Bring you to my world.
It's my fault, my fault. Yo, Sue, get away from me. I don't know you.
She's on a bad trip.
I need to go pew. I wasn't trying to turn this into something major. I just wanted to make you appreciate nature. Susan, stop crying. I don't hate ya. The world's not against you. I'm sorry your father raped ya. So what, you had your little coochie in your dad's mouth? That ain't no reason to start wigging and spaz out. She said, help me, I think I'm
It's pretty intense.
I said I'm high too, bitch. Quit grabbing my t-shirt. Would you calm down? You're starting to scare me. She said, I'm 26 years old and I'm not married. I don't even have any kids and I can't cook. I'm over here, so you're talking to the plant. Look, we need to get to a hospital before it's too late, cause I never seen no one eat as many shrooms as you ate.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl.
Whoops.
I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault.
It's an accident.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault.
Susan, where you going? You better be careful.
Leave me alone, Dad. I'm sick of getting my hair pulled.
I'm not your dad. Quit trying to swallow your tongue. Want some gum? Put down the scissors before you do something dumb. I'll be right back. Just chill, baby, please. I gotta go find Dave. He's the one who gave me these. John, where's Dave at before I bash you?
He's in the bathroom. I think he's taking a crap, dude.
Dave, pull up your pants. We need an ambulance. There's a girl upstairs talking to plants, chopping her hair off. And there's only 2 days left of spring break. How long do these things take to wear off?
Well, it depends on how many you had.
I took 3. She ate the other 22 caps. Now she's upstairs crying out her eyeballs, drinking Lysol.
She's gonna die, dude.
I know, and it's my fault.
My
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault.
What do I do?
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault.
My God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Susan, please wake up. Please. Please wake up. What are you doing? You're not dead. You're not dead.
Well, I got dark.
No, you're not dead. Wake up. Susan, wake up.
Okay. I was expecting that to be kind of like continued lighthearted, even though it's not like the reality of a situation like that is not lighthearted. You know, it's fairly serious, but then like she dies for real. He is a character, man. He is multiple characters. I just was not expecting this at all. There's so much, like the whole thing is just a skit. And he definitely, you know, it's like he's definitely set out to offend everyone, because I think the molestation lyrics they're pretty inflammatory, because obviously, and I think he would agree as well. I don't know. I won't speak for him. That obviously that subject matter is a pretty big deal, you know, and very hurtful to a person, to their psyche and all those things. So even, I guess even me, you know, I come across those lyrics, I'm like, did you have to go there? Did you have to go there? Okay, so this was the skit. Lyrics are then later featured on Eminem's song My Fault, which is on the next album. So it sounded like they were singing karaoke though, like a song that I've heard before. I don't know if those were the actual lyrics for it. This says, song reflects the fact that while Eminem's music was originally outrageous and controversial, his work was gaining a significant following in more civilized society. Here this is taken to the extreme, a song about drug overdose being sung as a barbershop quartet while people politely applaud and chatter while clinking wine glass. So is the idea that they were singing his song at karaoke? Because it just sounded like a very like recognizable melody. And then I was like, oh, is that what those this is an acoustic mini version of the hook to the upcoming song My Fault. Skit was apparently created before the song. Producer Jeff Bass came up with the mushrooms line. He's also the main voice singing here. Oh, Jeff Bass, man, really put in helped with a lot of inspiration on things. Okay, so yeah, just consider me an idiot, because I was like, is that like a Queen or a Beatles song? Doesn't appear so. Okay, and then we'll take a look at this song. Let's see. Eminem, the stories behind every song? Oh. Well, what is that? Hold on. Eminem, the stories behind every song. Another book? A book by David Stubbs. Critical analysis book that examines the catalog of Marshall Mathers track by track, exploring the origins, lyrical themes, societal impact of his music from his early underground days through his major label charting successes. Wow. That's really cool. Keep that tab open too. Okay, so from the book, it says when Jeff Bass came up with the mushrooms line, Eminem got to thinking about an incident which one of his friends had a bad acid trip. He was talking about how worthless he was, how messed up his life was, recalled Eminem, who took it on himself to reassure the guy who was going through a bout of depression. In the fictional scenario, M's friend is a girl, not quite as helpful. Yeah, Eminem also made a pizza mix of this song. What's a pizza mix? My Fault Pizza Mix. What is a pizza mix? The regular version is about magic mushrooms. This version is innocently about pizza topping. So is a pizza mix like a known thing? Of just like making the songs more innocent? What is a pizza mix rap? Pizza mix most famously refers to My Fault Pizza Mix. It's a funny alternate version of the song. Okay. So I didn't know if that was a normal thing, is a pizza mix. That's so interesting. It's almost like a Weird Al Yankovic thing. Okay. Let's see. In his 2000 book, the lounge skit that goes before My Fault actually inspired the Mushroom song. Jeff and I were in the studio. We had just knocked out a song, but we were trying to come up with more stuff. Jeff was just sitting there messing around, singing a song that went something like, I never meant to. Now, he never said, give you mushrooms. I finished it off. We both just started singing it. We were laughing and joking around till he went into this faster, more up-tempo rendition. He started singing, I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl, I never... And I just finished the hook off. It was really late at night, so we just came back and knocked it out the next day. We made the track first, then I took it home and wrote to it. My Fault is actually a sort of a story about one of my friends who had a bad acid trip, but it was a dude, though. He was having a bad trip, was talking about how he was worthless, how he didn't have a job, how he was just messed up. He was going through a depressed stage and was even crying. I told him, yo, it's okay. So I thought, what if I wrote it about a girl who's messed up, having a bad mushroom trip? It's actually going to be a single. I'd done a clean version of it and put it on the Celebrity Deathmatch soundtrack. Oh my gosh, I miss Celebrity Deathmatch. There's a Celebrity Deathmatch soundtrack. Interscope didn't want to release it as a single though, because if I came with that after My Name Is instead of Guilty Conscience, I would have looked like a bubblegum artist. Two goofy songs right back to back. Okay, yeah. That probably would have messed me up till this day. The song, not the shrooms. That's a smart decision. And I love it, the idea that he knows some of his songs are goofy, but I just feel like that's what's something so unique about him. End of the song always gets me every time. One of the funniest songs I've heard. Yeah, until the end. Not sure whether to laugh or cry. Man, this is an experience. Okay, let's get into where we're at. Track 12, which is a skit. And then goes into track 13, titled Come On Everybody. And it is not spelt C-O-M-E.
Call this motherfucker. Oh, fuck yeah. Give him a piece of my mind.
It's like the guy version of the other skit.
Oh, thank you. I need to make a collect call.
What number?
Oh, the number is 6-2.
At the tone, please say your name.
Kaniff from Connecticut.
Kenneth Kaniff, Connecticut.
Kaniff from Connecticut, little bitch.
From Connecticut?
Yeah, you wanna get
Nobody in Connecticut.
You wanna get a hotel room with me?
Oh, hotel room.
Yeah, you want me to lick your ass, Eminem?
Yo, who is this, Kate?
Hey, you want me to fucking melt in your mouth and
This is a real call.
melt in your ass, you little cock boy?
Yo, shut up, you little bitch.
Oh, you think I'm lying, huh?
That genuine laughter.
Yo, mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 12. What up, what up? This is my dance song. Can you hear me? Alright, hey, put my headphones up. My favorite color is red, like the bloodshed from Kurt Cobain's head when he shot himself dead. Women all grabbing and my shit's kebab. Bought Lauryn Hill's tapes so her kids could starve. You thought I was ill, now I'm even more so. Shit, I got full-blown AIDS and a sore throat. I got a wardrobe with an orange robe. I'm in the
Wardrobe, orange robe.
Show. I just remembered that I'm absent-minded. Wait, I mean I've lost my mind. I can't find it. I'm freestyling every verse that I spit, cause I don't even remember the words to my shit. Told the doc I need a change in sickness, and gave a girl herpes in exchange for syphilis. Put my LP on your Christmas gift list. You wanna get high here, bitch? Just sniff this. Come on, everybody. Get down tonight. 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 Come on, everybody. Yo. Come on, everybody. Get down tonight. I tried suicide once and I'll try it again. That's why I write songs where I die at the end. Cause I don't give a fuck, like my middle finger was stuck. And I was waving it at everybody, screaming I suck. I go on stage in front of a sellout crowd and yell out loud, all y'all get the hell out now. Fuck rap, I'm giving it up, y'all, I'm sorry. But Eminem, this is your record release party. I'm bored out of my gourd, so I took a hammer and nailed my foot to the floorboard of my Ford. Guess I'm just a sick bastard. There's one sandwich short of a picnic basket, one Excedrin tablet short of a full medicine cabinet. I feel like my head has been shredded like lettuce and cabbage. And if you ever see a video for this shit, I'll probably be dressed up like a mummy with my wrist slit. Come on, everybody. Get down tonight. Come on, everybody.
Oh, okay. Like rappings.
Get down tonight. Come on, everybody. 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 Get down tonight. Got bitches on my dock out in East Detroit, cause they think that I'm a motherfucking Beastie Boy. So I told them I was Mike D. It was like, gee, I don't know who Mike B. I told them meet me at Kid Rock's next concert. I'll be standing by the Loch Ness Monster. I'm peace out, then I did it to the weed house. Smoked out till I started busting freestyles. Broke out, then I did quick. Back to the crib, put on lipstick. Crushed up the Tylenol and ate it with a dipstick. Made a couple of crank calls, collect. Kaniff from Connecticut, can you accept? I wanna make songs all the fellas love and murder every rich rapper that I'm jealous of. So just remember when I bomb your set, yo, I only cuss to make your mom upset. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Get down tonight. 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 Come on, everybody. Get down tonight.
I feel like there could always be something at the end, so I want to wait out, even though most everything just fades out. You know, there's a few things that I'm interested in. One of them is seeing how his rap like flows and lyricism and even the beats might change, you know, over the course of time. Because with this being in 99, you know, it's only a few years from now that Ye is on the scene. And then a few years after that, you start getting, you know, your Kendricks, your Coles, Drake. And by that point, Eminem, you know, because I learned with, you know, Jay-Z to kind of view rap through the lens of more so like a professional sports player, a professional athlete, and so in most jobs, like a corporate job, you've got a pretty long time. Let's say you step into kind of a corporate career in your 20s, you can keep moving up and growing and things like that for a long time, 40 years, But as a professional athlete, it's pretty rare. Your LeBron Jameses are rare, to be in the game that long and be effective, which that's a whole different conversation as to whether or not, you start becoming like your reputation starts kind of sliding downhill. And we've seen that with some, football players, things like that. But when you think of somebody like Michael Jordan, obviously he has some kind of parts on his career that are like, maybe he shouldn't have come back for this or whatever. But the 90s were like, dude, he got in, he got it done, like just at this like peak, and so in the same idea with like a professional athlete, their length in which they can be in the game and be effective and be relevant is pretty small. And so I feel like the same thing can be very true when it comes to rap. And so staying relevant, staying at the front for an extended period of time, and not just because, right, we're getting into all kinds of ideas and arguments, because part of it would be like, okay, well, you were so effective at a certain point in time that you have such a fan base and people that respect you, but your work isn't really like inspiring and pushing things forward and stuff like that. People respect the work that comes out, but it might not be like, oh my gosh, like they're still elevating the game. So I'm just interested to see like how he does that, because obviously Eminem, still has a place and is still releasing stuff and is still who he is. But I just want to see how that forms and changes, which is kind of why I'm glad that I have, a decent understanding of rap and hip hop up to this point. We've been in several different genres, several different artists, careers that have spanned over a length of time that I feel I at least have a little bit of a grasp. So as I know these years are coming up, 2003, 2006, 2010, 2013, with these different people coming on the scene, to see like how Eminem navigates that. So that's something I'm really interested in. The other thing that I was thinking about is just, I think his pen game is so strong, right? And I want to see how he continues to move forward and elevate. Does he stay consistently on that, trap, a rap, cap, sap, tap, lap, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy that, and it's unique, but I also am curious, how he continues to evolve in that way. All that to say, I know there are deeper connections in his lyrics, if you really just take them bar by bar. But for the most part, I'm surprised, and maybe it's the kind of narrative way that he does everything, or most things, that you really can just like wrap your arms around what he's saying very quickly. Like this song is obviously, a theme that he's pushed through this whole album so far. Is like, I came to piss off everyone. No one is safe. He's almost like the comedians, nobody is safe for a comedian. A comedian will, bust jokes on liberals and on conservatives, on men and on women, on straight people, on gay people. And there's something in my eye, sorry. But that's kind of the game, and that's part of comedy, is that it is in the ability for a comedian to point out specific people, whether it's racial, based on gender, based on places that you live, based on personality, whatever it is. There is this very beautiful thing to comedy that you can get all these different people in a room and you can make fun of every single one of them. And in that, everyone feels united, right? It's a strange thing, because the idea would be like, oh no, you can't touch this thing. You can't mess with that thing. But that very idea, I think, is what begins to separate us, versus us all being able to almost like stand in a circle and laugh at each other but nobody's actually being 100% serious. It's not that they hate you. It's just they're pointing out something that's funny or ironic or obvious or taboo or a stereotype, you know, that if you really like want to extrapolate it, it's like, no, I'm not saying like I feel this way about you. I'm just making an observation of the world or maybe an opinion. Or does that make sense? So anyways, in this song, yeah, it's just his mission is to not miss anyone. He's going to come on everybody. So come on everybody. All right, let's take a look at this Kaniff. Possibly the funniest skit ever off the Slim Shady LP. A homosexual Kaniff, voiced by Aristotle, an underground rapper, calls Eminem, and his reaction is hysterical. Aristotle. Wonder what happened to Aristotle's career. Okay, no other information here. Eminem skits have always been the bench, and even much better than actual songs from modern rappers. Let's see. Let's look up Aristotle. Oh, wait. Looks like he has a page here. Aristotle, seemingly now retired and off-the-grid underground rapper who was most known for appearing in Eminem's Kaniff skit. So let's see. Are these more skits? Does he just do a bunch of skits for Eminem? Or is he actually rapping on some of these songs? This is crazy. Which album is this? I recognize the curtains. The Kaniff Show. What is the Kaniff Show? Did you guys know about this? The Kaniff Show is a 14-track rap mixtape by rapper Aristotle, the original creator, voice of Kaniff, blah, blah, blah. This album is a diss toward Eminem for severing ties with him over the Defari incident and him stealing his character. The mixtape would go on to have a re-release in late 2002 titled I'm Not Shady. Okay, so whatever this is went down kind of fast for it to have a thing in 2002, which would feature new tracks like Visiting Australia, Coming Out the Closet, Cleese, and If You Play Your Cards Right. Also feature a new track list arrangement. The album started in 2000 and was called Kaniff from Connecticut until it turned to the Kaniff Show. The album released a day before the Eminem Show. Aristotle knew about the outro because of the leak of TES days prior. So hold on. The Defari incident. There's no link to this. Let's see if we can find something out. Let me know in the comments. My favorite thing is like if I'm able to introduce something new to somebody as I'm kind of chasing my curiosity. Let's see. Detroit underground rapper persona, a dispute involving a freestyle diss lyric about West Coast rapper Defari caused Eminem to cut ties with Aristotle, take over performing the Kaniff character on future albums, and prompt Aristotle's retaliatory diss project. During a live performance and appearance on Sway and King's Tech's Wake Up Show, Aristotle dropped a freestyle line, "I'm a white guy who's doper than Defari," referencing the LA underground rapper Defari, trying to clear his name and distance himself from local beefs as he transitioned into a mainstream West Coast-backed artist. Okay, because obviously if LA Underground, and if he's a West Coast-backed artist via Dr. Dre, Eminem went on the radio show to publicly state he didn't know or work with Aristotle. He severed ties, assumed the voice of Kaniff. An angry Aristotle launched a full response project. What do you guys think? I can see both sides, you know? It's tough when you're trying to do something and then there's kind of this pressure. But, you know, there's two sides to every story. Let me know your thoughts on it. All right, come on, everybody. Eminem's official dance song. Some of the lyrics bear resemblance to legendary comedian Groucho Marx's misanthropic, self-effacing style of humor. In the clean version of the album, it was replaced by Come On Everybody. Eminem talked about the song in his book, Come On Everybody was another song I did between the EP and the LP. I wanted to make a dance parody. It was during that Puffy stage when Puff was really hot. So when I wrote the song, I thought, what if I made a dance song my way? So I was taking the most ridiculous stuff and then coming in with the hook, Come On Everybody. Head did the original beat to it. I already had the hook. The hook was easy. Come on everybody, get down tonight. If you ever see a video for this, I'd probably be dressed up like a mummy, my wrist slit. Come on everybody. No matter what I was talking about in the song, the subject would quickly change into some party stuff. Who's this? DJ Head. Kevin Bell, better known as DJ Head, American DJ producer from Detroit, Michigan, best remembered for being Eminem's first tour DJ from 97 to 01, producing tracks for Eminem, Exhibit, Jay-Z, Obi Trice, Bizarre, and D12. His role in the movie 8 Mile is the DJ for the rap battles. I have seen 8 Mile. That might be fun to revisit on Patreon, though. Okay, so yeah, you can see a good bit of work with Eminem here. Okay, Jay-Z, Eminem, D12. Cool stuff. Did a lot of work with D12. All right, anything else here? Laughing because of the title, the fact that there might be someone out there who thinks he's saying, come on everybody. Come on everybody. All right. Let's move on. This is, we don't have a skit for a few more tracks. This is track 14 titled Rock Bottom, which if I had to take a guess is going to be about sinking somebody in a lake with a rock, but maybe not. It's even almost a little mafia-esque sounding.
To all the happy people who have real nice lives.
Oh, he's really gonna just talk about being rock bottom.
What it's like to be broke as fuck. I feel like I'm walking a tightrope without a circus net. Popping Percocet.
Oh no, this is a real song.
I deserve respect, but I work a sweat for this worthless check.
Oh, what a cool track.
Somebody to reverse this debt. Minimum wage got my adrenaline caged, full of venom and rage, especially when I'm engaged and my daughter's down to her last diaper. It's got my ass hyper. I pray that God answers. Maybe I'll ask nicer. Watching ballers while they flossing and they pathfinders. These overnight stars becoming autograph signers. We all long to blow up and leave the past behind us, along with the small fries and average half piners. But player haters turning bitch like they have vaginas, cause we see them dollar signs and let the cash blind us. Money your brainwash, it will leave your ass mindless. When snakes slither in the grass spineless. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to care. That's rock bottom. You want something bad enough to stay. That's rock bottom. When you feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to care. That's rock bottom. When you want something bad enough to stay. That's rock bottom. When you feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. My life is full of empty promises and broken dreams. I'm hoping things look up, but there ain't no job openings. I feel discouraged.
Dude, I love this.
Living in this house with no furnace, unfurnished. And I'm sick of working dead-end jobs with lame pay. And I'm tired of being hired and fired the same day. But fuck it, if you know the rules to the game, play. Cause when we die, we know we all going the same way. Cause it's cool to be the player, but it sucks to be the fan. When all you need is bucks to be the man, plus a luxury sedan. I'm comfortable and roomy in a 6, but they threw me in the mix with all these gloomy lunatics that walk around depressed and smoke a pound of cess a day. And yesterday went by so quick it seems like it was just today. My daughter wants to throw the ball, but I'm too stressed to play. Live half my life and throw the rest away. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to care. That's rock bottom. You want something bad enough to stay. That's rock bottom. You feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to care. That's rock bottom. You want something bad enough to stay. That's rock bottom. You feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. There's people that love me and people that hate me, but it's the evil that made me this backstabbing, deceitful and shady. I want the money, the women, the fortune and fame. That means I end up burning in hell, scorching in flame. That means I'm stealing your checkbook and forging your name. It's this lifetime bliss for eternal torture and pain. Cause right now, I feel like I just hit the rock bottom. I got problems, now everybody on my block's got them. I'm screaming like them two cops when Tupac shot them. Holding two blocks, hope your doors got new locks on them. My daughter's feet ain't got no shoes or socks on them. And the rings you're wearing look like they got a few rocks on them. And while you flaunt them, I could be taking them to shops to pawn them. I got a couple of rings and a brand new watch, you want them? Cause I ain't never went gold off one song. I'm running up on someone's lawn with guns drawn. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to That's kill. Rock bottom. You want something bad enough to steal. That's rock bottom. You feel like you fat enough to hear, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. That's rock bottom. This life makes you mad enough to kill. That's rock bottom. You want something bad enough to steal. That's rock bottom. You feel like you fat enough to hear, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. That's rock bottom.
Yo, that song is masterful. I love that beat. You know, it has this kind of cinematic feel. Like I said in the beginning, it almost had this kind of mafia type Italian sound to it. But it wasn't like overly cinematic. And I don't mind those, you know, nowadays on some tracks, you get kind of the big horns and stuff, but it was very subtle. You know, but it's not like, and not a single wasted word. And maybe that's some of the brilliance of Eminem. I'm honestly just astonished, and I'm kind of happy because coming into this, and I may encounter this in further albums from him, and obviously, like I said, if we went line by line, it would just be like, oh, okay, all the wordplay and things like that. But I'm picking up on so much of it just in a single listen. Like I really can grasp everything that he's talking about and hear a lot of the wordplay. But it's also the kind of thing that, like, I think if you listen to multiple times, you'd pick up on different things. And also the way that he does this, you know, he talks about mad enough to kill, angry enough to scream, or one of the others. Well, here, let's just go look at it, because the way that he does this one line, I think, is really awesome and shows one of my favorite things from rappers when they bend words. And I've referenced Eminem several times, that interview clip where he talks about rhyming with orange was with Anderson Cooper, and he's like, you may not be able to say orange, you know, because not anything or much rhymes with orange, but if you flipped it like orange bornage, you know what I mean? I'm not doing a good a job of it, and I can't remember what he says, but you kind of just have to bend the word or give it kind of creative license, and that's what he does here. So rock bottom, this life makes you mad enough to kill. You want something bad enough to steal. You feel like you've had it up to here, and this is where he does it. Because you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear, to rhyme it with here. But we know he means you're sad enough to cry. That kind of thing, man, I love. You want something bad enough to steal. That's rock bottom, when you feel like you've had it up to here because you're mad enough to scream, but you're sad enough to tear. So good. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I clicked out of that, but we'll see if we can find any other information here. Stress and anger brought about by poverty, struggles of raising a little girl under those conditions. Source of depression were revealed in Rolling Stone's 99 article. It didn't help that days before his daughter's first birthday, Eminem got fired from his cooking job at Gilbert's Lodge. That was the worst time ever, dog, he says. It was like 5 days before Christmas, which is Haley's birthday. I had like $40 to get her something. I wrote rock bottom right after that. Dude, it's so hard. Man. You know, and I think most of us can relate, you know, of being at times in our life. Like you know, at this point in my life, if I want to pop into a gas station and get a energy drink, it's not a problem. But I remember vividly times that it was like, man, I'd really like an energy drink. I really want one. It would taste good. It'd be refreshing. and kind of approaching a gas station and having to weigh in my mind, should I? Is that responsible of me? Because then if I spend that, $2.50, I still have to get gas, but then I may not be able to get as much gas as I need to get, and I don't get paid until whenever, and I already have this due. Like, I don't know how my wife and I survived when we first got married, man. The job I had, I think I got paid like $5.40 a week, and that was without taxes. That's back in 2009. So we did, our first apartment was like $725, I think, for the first year, and then it went up after that. I think the big thing was we both had vehicles, not nice vehicles, but they were paid off. For a time, I think my parents or her parents were still paying a cell phone bill. So as soon as I was able to take that, I reached out to them and said, hey, I'd really like to take that over. Our first apartment had cable, and we weren't paying for it. Like, I hooked the TV up. I was by a little 32-inch TV. We basically furnished our apartment with money from our wedding. And, we had like the $20 Walmart side tables. We had a futon for our couch. I think we got we just had a simple bed frame. It's just a little 1-bedroom apartment, but what a great time. And I remember we hung the TV, I plugged it in and turned it on, and we had like full cable. And back then it was like we loved watching Food Network and HGTV. And I called them and I was like, hey, just wanted you to know, like, we have cable, but we don't pay for cable. And they were like, oh, it's probably from the tenant before you. It should just get deactivated in a month or so. And it didn't, dude. It was there the entire year we lived in that apartment. And then we moved in the same complex up to a 2-bedroom because we were expecting our first son. And I remember plugging the TV in and I was like, and I turned it on and we didn't have cable. So I don't even remember when we first got internet. I don't know that we had internet in those first apartments. It wasn't until later in life. So anyways, all that to say, I have some brush with that, probably not. I mean, obviously the area Eminem grew up in and how he grew up even as a kid and the things going on around him. But it can be so sad, feel so defeated, just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And you feel like, where's the way forward? Like, where's the way out? Where's the way up? And then especially like when you want to do something for your kid, I can't think about it too much because that just is heartbreaking, when you want to do something special for them, but you feel like you can't. Gosh. Okay. Thus, Rock Bottom was written during a depressed point in Eminem's life around December 1996. Furthermore, we find out from the book, Eminem, The Stories Behind Every Song, by David Stubbs, Eminem actually overdosed on pills while recording this song in autumn of 97. This is one of only 2 tracks on the Slim Shady LP, the other being If I Had, that is not from his Slim Shady persona perspective, but rather from Marshall Mathers himself. Okay, in his 2000 book, he said, Rock Bottom was Sigh, another song done between the EP and LP. Don't know when I wrote it, it was going to come out that sad. I didn't know when I wrote it was going to come out that sad. I actually meant to be an uplifting song, but when we were sitting around making the track, had a sample we played, the beat, and it was just so sad. I said, man, let's go with this one. Not surprisingly, I wrote it while I was going through a messed up time. The night I recorded the song, I had taken a bunch of pills, thrown up, was just really depressed. So I took a bunch of codeine tablets. Problem was I took too many of them, got real sick. When I wrote the song, it was right before the Rap Olympics happened. It was during the week when I had gotten evicted from my house. Jeez, dude. I was staying across the street from where I used to live. It was a street called Navarra out in Detroit. I was staying with these 2 roommates. This dude told me that he had cheaper rent for me and I should come live with him. We said, okay, he's got cheaper rent. Forget it, we'll move into his house. So me and my boy went across the street to live with him. We were paying out rent to him, but the SOB was keeping our rent, wasn't paying the landlord. Ugh. He took the rent, saved up his own money, and bounced on us. So one day we come home, all of our stuff's on the lawn. We never could catch him. Till this day, we haven't caught him. It was a real messed up period in my life. No surprise there. Felt like I had hit rock bottom. In the early days, this Lupe fiasco. In the early days, rock bottom was crazy, but once we cracked the Eminem code as rappers, it became normal. Oh, this is cool. So is it like this song kind of became this study and inspiration of people being like, how did he do that? Or what's the thing that he's doing here that just makes it hit? Because that's what I felt intuitively in listening to it. I'm like, whoa, dude, there's something about this. That's cool, man, for Lupe to say that. That was in 2016. So then it was like, I guess people began kind of imitating or figuring that out, and then branching off of that is what he's making it sound like. Here's the original version, which somehow manages. So this sample Summertime by Big Brother and the Holding Company with Janis Joplin. Let's see. Dr. Dre is credited as mixing the beat. So he presumably is responsible for the change between the original version and the SSLP version. As Eminem recounts, I'd actually meant it to be an... Oh, we already saw that. Not many comments. Oh, here they are. Okay. One of the best lyrical masterpieces ever. The rhyming scheme, the theme of the rap, the content and flow is mind-blowing. Such a sweet song. Great work. One of the best. Song's a masterpiece. Not only is it deep and he doesn't stray at all from the topic, if you notice the rhyming is off the wall complicated. Almost the entire song he rhymes, either 2 syllables or 2 words together. Not exactly, I saw a cat, she wore a hat. My favorite example of this, but there are more. The whole second verse. I want the money, the women, the fortune, the fame. If it means I end up burning in hell, scorching in flame, if it means I'm stealing your checkbook and forging your name, this lifetime bliss for eternal torture and pain. Fortune, fame, scorching flame, forging name, torture, pain. Also regarding that rhyme that quoted, I'm comfortable and roomy in a 6, but they threw me in the mix with all these gloomy lunatics. Roomy, 6, threw me 6 with me. Okay. If you notice, it's that whole second verse, truly amazing. All right, well, it seems to be a beloved song by many. All right, next up is Just Don't Give Up. Track 15.
This is what you thought it wasn't. It means the brothers representing the 30 dozen. I mean the F-O, the double G. And check out my man, he goes by the name of
Slim Shady, brain dead like Jim Brady. I'm an M80, you little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty rotten rhymer. Cursing that you play is worse than Marty Schottenheimer. You whacking in the motherfucker you bitch your style from. You ain't gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. Admit it, fuck it, while we coming out in the open. I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke, and smoking dope then. My name is Marshall Mathers, I'm an alcoholic. I have a disease and they don't know what to call it. Better hide your wallet, cause I'm coming up quick to strip your cash. Bought a ticket to your concert just to come and whip your ass. Bitch, I'm coming out swinging so fast that'll make your eyes spin. You getting knocked the fuck out like Mike Tyson. The proof is in the pudding, this that's the Sean Holman. I'll slit your motherfucking throat worse than Ron Goldman. So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, I just don't give a fuck. Talking that shit behind my back, dirty Mac and telling your boys that I'm on crack, I just don't give a fuck. So put my tape back on the rack, go run and tell your friends my shit is whack, I just don't give a fuck. But see me on the street and duck, cause you gon' get stuck, stolen, snuck, cause I just don't give a fuck. I'm nicer than Pete, but I'm on a search to crush a milk bone. I'm everlasting, I melt vanilla ice like silicone. I'm ill enough to just straight up dish you for no reason. I'm cold in the snow season when it's 20 below freezing. Flavor with no seasoning, this is the sneak preview. I dish your magazine and still won't get a weak review. I make your freak leave you, smell the Folgers crystals. This is lyrical combat, gentlemen hold your pistols. But I form like Voltron and blast you with my soda missiles. Slim Shady, Eminem was the old initials. Extortion, snorting, supporting abortion. Pathological liar, blowing shit out of proportion. Illuminates, zaniest, spontaneous, sporadic. impulsive thinker, compulsive drinker, addict, half animal, half man. Dumping your dead body inside of a fucking trash can with more holes than an Afghan. So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, I just don't give a fuck. Talking that shit behind my back, dirty Mac, and telling your boys that I'm on crack. I just don't give a fuck. So put my tape back on the rack. Go run and tell your friends my shit is whack. I just don't give a fuck. But see me on the street and duck, cause you finna get stuck, stolen, snuffed. I just don't give a fuck. Somebody let me out this limousine. I'm a cage demon, on stage screaming like Rage Against the Machine. I'm convinced I'm a fiend, shooting up while this record is spinning. Clinically brain dead, I don't need a second opinion. Fuck dropping a jewel, I'm flipping the sacred treasure. I bite your motherfucking style, just to make it fresher. I can't take the pressure, I'm sick of bitches. Sick of nagging bosses, bitching while I'm washing dishes. In school I never said much, too busy having a head rush. Doing too much rush, had my face flushed like red blush. Then I went to Jim Beam, that's when my face sprayed. Went to gym in 8th grade, if the women's swim team. Don't take me for a joke, I'm no comedian. Too many mental problems got me snorting coke and smoking weed again. I'm going up over the curb, driving on the median. Finally made it home, but I don't got the key to get in. So when you see me on your block with 2 blocks screaming fuck the world like Tupac, I just don't give a fuck. Talking that shit behind my back, dirty Mac, and telling your boys that I'm on crack. I just don't give a fuck. So put my tape back on the rack. Go run and tell your friends my shit is whack. I just don't give a fuck. But see me on the street and duck, cause you finna get stuck, stolen, snuffed. I just don't give a fuck. Shit, fuck everything. Outsiders. Pace 1. Young Z.
The recording on that one sounded so different, like the mix on it. I mean, I think there's some great bars in there, and this seems to actually be a really loved song. It's the one that has the most, if you see here, these kind of genius views. Obviously, Role Models got 1.2 million, Guilty Conscience, My Name Is, obviously 2.7. But some of these other ones are a bit lower. Than this one has, 1.1 million, and it's some certified annotations on it. But I don't know, man. That one was a little tougher for me, mainly with the beat. I just felt like the screeching was a little like, I don't know. To me, it kind of took away from it. It felt like the vocals were very like pushed forward type, kind of thing. So I don't know. It just didn't have the same like pocket, I feel like. But just let's see. It was a song that I wrote when I was staying at my mother's house. It was around the time that Haley was born. She wasn't even a year old yet. All kinds of stuff, not being able to provide for my daughter, my living situation, just started building up so much that I had just had it. Just Don't Give a was actually the second song where people that knew me were like, what are you talking about? See, I didn't normally talk about stuff like that. I soon found myself doing things that I normally didn't do, like getting into drugs and drinking. I was really messed up. I was sick of everything. Excuse me. Kim and I had Haley. My producers, FBT, were just about to give up on me. We weren't paying rent to my mom's, and just a whole bunch of other horrible stuff was going on. The song was also on Slim Shady EP. The clean version of the album, the title was changed to Just Don't Give. So, man, he was really, it was like make or break, which, is one thing that I think coming into this, and his content and stuff like that is like, he didn't really have anything to lose. He only had an opportunity to gain. And obviously he made the most of it. It's just crazy to hear, like, as he's in the middle of recording this album and about to launch off into just an insane career, that things were so rough for him, which is similar to the 8 Mile movie, and because you wonder, like, was there no kind of advance or anything for this album, or is it just like he kind of had to prove the album first? I don't know. He spoke about the song and video during a feature for MTV in 2005. Cool. See if we can find that for Patreon. Track's so raw. After Mofo says him is whack, I just play this track and go. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the lyrical content was great. It was just, I don't know, the track and everything was tough for me, but maybe it's one that would grow on me. Frog was a Detroit rapper that also grew up on 8 Mile Road. He speaks about the intro working with Eminem in this interview. He also says, "Hi, Marshall," in the first verse. This is Frog Dog. Brain dead like Jim Brady. Jim Brady served as an assistant to Ronald Reagan. Took a gunshot to the brain during the assassination attempt on Reagan. Oh, I didn't know that. He suffered brain damage, became paralyzed for the rest of his life. Eminem claims to have brain damage as well because he acts so crazily and doesn't care about his own well-being. Is this the assassination attempt that was like on the sidewalk? Where they didn't think he got hit, but then he got hit in the armpit? Reagan was returning to his limousine. Heckley believed the attack would impress the actress. Yeah, okay, I think this is. Reagan was wounded by a revolver bullet that ricocheted off the side of the presidential limousine, hit him in the left underarm, breaking a rib, puncturing a lung, causing serious internal bleeding. Yeah, because he almost died because at first they didn't think he was hit. Let's see. But I didn't know... James Brady, Secret Service agent Tim McCarthy, DC police officer Thomas were also wounded. All three survived, but Brady suffered brain damage, was permanently disabled. He died in 2014 as a result of his injury. Oh man, that's sad. Because the guy fired a bunch of shots, so yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense that somebody got hit. I'm an M80. You like that? You little like that Kim lady. I'm buzzing, dirty dozen, naughty, rotten rhymer. Says, I brought the material to Proof and the rest of the guys in D12. Proof had the idea, like, yo, let's all rap like F the world. That's when I feel like I started rounding a corner. Whenever we'd make D12 songs, it was just staying on that page, that same page. Felt like it was a way to get everything out that I wanted to say. Cursing at you players worse than Marty Schottenheimer? Former NFL coach well known for his temper and yelling fits. You whacker than the MFer you bit your style from. You ain't gonna sell 2 copies if you press a double album. That's great. I'm doing acid, crack, smack, coke, and smoking dope. Then my name is Marshall Matters. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Marshall. I have a disease. They don't know what to call it. Better hide your wallet because I'm coming up quick to strip your cash. You're getting knocked out like Mike Tyson. The proof's in the pudding. Just ask Deshaun Holton. I'm assuming somebody that got... Wait. About how you... M plays with Proof's name. Proof's government name is Deshaun Holton. Okay. Slit your throat worse than Ron Goldman? Oh no. He was the man O.J. Simpson was alleged to have killed, in addition to Simpson's ex-wife, Nicole. Both were killed with a knife. Ooh, okay. So when you see me on your block with 2 Glocks, screaming F the world like Tupac, says we saw this scene on the album's preceding track where M raps, I've got problems and everybody on my block got him. I'm screaming like 2 cops when Tupac shot him, holding 2 Glocks, hope your door's got new locks on them. Tupac wakes up and screams F the world in his song, a track from his critically acclaimed album Me Against the World. Notice the alliteration, stuck, stole, snuffed. The 3 aforementioned words also have connotations of smoking weed, which a lot of this track centers around. Yeah, there's so much going on in this track, man. Still haven't got to Pac yet, but one day, don't worry. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have Soap. Is a skit. And then we'll move into As the World Turns. All right, track 16 and 17.
from me, Roger.
I know it was you all along messing around with my dear Veronica.
Wait a minute. You hold it right there. Me and that woman love each other.
It's like the soap opera, As the World Turns.
We were destined to be together. I met her on the beach.
Are you out to destroy me?
No, Roger. That's not what I want to do. I love her. And we're gonna be together.
Never.
Yes, man. As the world turns, we all experience things in life, trials and tribulations that we all must go through. When someone wants to test us, when someone tries our patience, I hang with a bunch of hippies and wacky tobacco planters who swallow lit roaches and light up like jack-o'-lanterns. Outsiders, baby, and we suing the courts, cause we dope as fuck and only get it tuned to source. Yo, they never should've booted me out of reform school. Deformed fool, taking the shit in a warm pool till they threw me out the Ramada Inn. I said it wasn't me, I got a twin. Oh my god, it's you, not again. It all started when my mother took my bike away, cause I murdered my guinea pig and stuck him in the microwave. After that, straight to the
See, like, who's talking about microwaving their guinea pig?
Class clown freshman, dressed like Les Nessman. Fuck the next lesson, I passed the test guessing. And all the other kids said, Eminem is a diss head. He'll never last, only class he'll ever pass is phys ed. Maybe true till I told this bitch in gym class that she was too fat to swim laps, she needed slim fast. Who, me? Yeah, bitch, you so big, you walked in the big tannies and stepped on Jenny Craig. She picked me up and snapped me like a skinny twig. Put me in a headlock, then I thought I'm a guinea pig. I felt the evilness and started transforming. It began storming. I heard a bunch of cheering fans swarming. Grabbed that bitch by her hair, drug her across the ground, and took her up to the highest diving board to toss her down. Sorry, coach, it's too late to tell me stop. When I drop this bitch face down and watch her belly flop.
Dude, he's so good. The days of our lives.
We drive around in $1 million sports cars, while little kids hide this tape from their parents like bad report cards. Outsiders and we suing the courts, cause we dope as fuck and only get it to in the source. Hypochondriac, hanging out at the laundromat, where all the raunchy fat white trashy blondes be at. Dressed like a sailor standing by a pail of garbage. It's almost dark and I'm still trying to nail a trailer park bitch. I met a slut and said, what up, it's nice to meet ya. I like to treat you to a Fago and a slice of pizza, but I'm broke as fuck and I don't get paid till the first of next month. But if you care to join me, I was about to roll this next blunt, but I ain't got no weed, no Phillies or no papers. Plus I'm a rapist and a repeated prison escapist. So give me all your money and don't try nothing funny, cause you know your stinking ass is too fat to try to outrun me. I went to grab my gun, that's when the ass put it on me with an uppercut and hit me with a basket of laundry.
Just his fight with women.
Slid across the floor and flew right into a washing machine. Jumped up with a broken back. Thank God I was smoking crack all day and doped up off coke and smack. All I wanted to do was rape the bitch and snatch her purse. Now I wanna kill her, but so I gotta catch her first. Ran through Rally's parking lot and took a shortcut. Saw the house he ran up in and shot her fucking porch up. Kicked the door down to murder this divorced slut. Looked around the room, that's when I seen her bedroom door shut. I know you're in there, bitch, I got my gun popped. You might as well come out now, she said. Come in, it's unlocked. I walked in and all I smelled was Liz Claiborne, and seen her spread across the bed naked watching gay porn. She said, come here, big boy, let's get acquainted. I turned around to run, twisted my ankle and sprained it. She came at me at full speed, nothing could stop her. I shot her 5 times and every bullet bounced off her. I started to beg, no, please let go, but she
It's like one long joke.
like a Negro. With one leg left, now I'm hopping around crippled. I grabbed my pocket knife and sliced off her right nipple. Just trying to buy me some time, then I run this magic trick. Dun, 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 dun. Go, go, gadget dick. Whip that shit out, and ain't no doubt about it. It hit the ground, caused an earthquake and power outage. I shouted now, bitch, let's see who gets the best. Stuck that shit in crooked and fuck that fat slut to death. Come here, come here, take this motherfucking dick, bitch, come here. And as we go along, throughout the days of our lives, we all face small obstacles and challenges every day that we must go through. These are the things that surround us through our atmosphere every day. Every single day, the world keeps turning. Keeps turning. Keeps turning.
Just when I think which I guess I don't really think he can't surprise me again. He does. Oh gosh, it's just like these exaggerated stories, kind of like soap operas are exaggerated. I thought he was really just going to go into this whole, like, as the world turns, kind of the things that we all face, you know, living on this planet. No, it's just kind of two crazy stories about him in altercations with women. Okay. So I took my pocket knife out, sliced your right nipple off. I mean, he really is just like rapping adult comics, you know, like some crazy story. And it'd almost be like a show on Adult Swim or something like that. Okay, so a skit. This was the soap skit. Segue into the next track, establishing the soap opera vibe. Voiced by Jeff Bass, Royce to 5'9", Roger and Skylar, respectively. What does this mean, bro? Did you listen to it in context? Yeah, okay, this. As the world turns, following track is a soap opera. Which was, I know Days of Our Lives was a soap opera. As the World Turns was one, right? Or was that the intro to Days of Our Life? Yeah, okay. As the World Turns is a soap opera as well. And then he mentions the Days of Our Lives. This, I remember this one very well. Popping up on TV when I was younger. All right, let's look at that track. Title of the song is a reference to a soap opera where characters have to deal with most of the trials and tribulations Shady is talking. Well, I don't know about that. The track follows a skit on the album called Soap. On this track, Eminem appears entirely as Slim Shady, an alias which represents. This is where I want to learn more, you know, about these kind of versions of himself. It's an alias which represents the dark and impulsive side of his personality. At the end of the first verse, the evil finally transforms him into Shady, losing all impulse control. He then continues to terrorize various women throughout the song. Possibly inspired by NWA's Fat Girl? In an interview, M said, "It's just a stupid animated story about stereotypical white trash. It's about being a trashy kid growing up with no morals and no values. Every day's the same, the world keeps turning, and I want to get off this." There's not even a meaning in that song. Not all songs have to have meanings to them. It's just funny, you know? Laugh. And that's something I'm picking up on. You know, he said comments like that a few times, like it's just a song. And so for him, I do, again, I don't want to beat this horse to death, but I do think for him, it's just like all these other medias. And really, if you want to dig, people write some really stuff. And for him, I think it's just him mapping out this whole zany, weird thing. Listen, when I was in, maybe it was high school, but maybe middle school, what was it? Was it called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? Somebody in the comments is going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember that. A friend introduced me to this graphic novel or comic. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac is a dark comedy, psychological horror comic book series created by Jonan Vasquez. It follows the grim and bizarre daily life of Johnny C., a young man driven by mysterious forces to commit serial murders while searching for meaning in his existence. And it's really graphic and crazy, you know? I mean, you can see here, "Dear Diary, today I stuffed some dolls full of dead rats I put in the blender. I'm wondering if maybe there really is something wrong with me." Or like, you know, a postman will come to his door and he'll capture them and murder them. You've got a person here dead in his bathtub. You know, I remember one image when I was a kid that I think it was like a person basically like stuck to a wall, their mouth gaping open full of like hundreds of knives. You know what I mean? So all that to say, there is some crazy dark stuff out there, and M's music, you know, isn't much different than that stuff. Now, again, whether you think that content should be out there is a valid argument, or whether you want to or don't want to consume that content is a valid argument. Like, I would never let my kids read Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, but somebody in school was like, here, and I was like, oh, sweet. So anyways, that's how I feel like he views it. The same way the person that would write a comic like that probably isn't murdering people. They just, for whatever reason, want to tell these really dark stories. All right, let's get into track 18, titled I'm Shady.
Who came through with 2 Glocks to terrorize your borough? Told you how to slap dips and murder your girl. Gave you all the finger and told you to sit and twirl. Sold a billion tapes and still scream fuck the world. So come and kill me while my name's
He's used that a lot in this album.
in the same spot. I think I got a generation brainwashed to pop pills and smoke pot till they brains rot. Stop they blood flow till they veins clot. I need a pain shot and a shot of plain scotch. Purple haze and acid raindrops. Spike the punch at the party and drain pop. Shake my armpits and wore a tank top. Bad boy, I told you that I can't stop. Gotta make them fear you before you make them feel you. So everybody buy my shit or I'ma come and kill you. I got mushrooms, I got acid, I got tabs and aspirin tablets. I'm your brother when you need some good weed to set you free. You know me, I'm your friend when you need a minute.
Is this kind of one of the few or only times we really heard him sing like that on this album? I can't remember.
I like happy things. I'm really calm and peaceful. I like birds, bees, I like people. I like funny things that make me happy and gleeful. Like when my teacher sucked my wee-wee in preschool. The ill type, to stab myself with a steel spike while I blow my brain out just to see what it feels like. Cause this is how I am in real life. I don't wanna just die a normal death. I wanna be killed twice. I just wanna scare somebody with a gun threat when they high off the drugs they haven't even done yet.
So this is like the inner workings of Shady.
Said this the biggest knife she ever saw in her life. I try to keep it positive and play it cool. Shoot up the playground and tell the kids to stay in school. Cause I'm the one they can relate to and look up to better. Tonight I think I write my biggest fan a fuck you letter. Mushrooms, I got acid, I got tabs and aspirin tablets. I'm your brother when you need some good weed to set you free. You know me, I'm your friend when you need a minute then. I'm Shady. Yo, I listen to
Really showing his versatility here.
6 months later, you hear your lyrics on my shit. People don't buy shit no more, they just dub it. That's why I'm still broke and had the #1 club hit. But they love it when you make your business public, so fuck it. I got herpes while we on the subject. And if I told you I had AIDS, y'all would play it. Cause you stupid motherfuckers think I'm playing when I say it. Well, I do take pills, don't do speed, don't do crack, don't do coke. I do smoke weed, don't do smack. I do shrooms, do drink beer.
Do.
Make a few things clear, my baby mama's not dead. She's still alive and bitching, and I don't have herpes, my dick's just itching. It's not syphilis, it's being AIDS infested. I don't know yet, I'm too scared to get tested.
It's almost his like, guys, I'm playing.
I'm your brother when you need some good weed to set you free. You know me, I'm your friend when you need a minute then. I'm Shady. I told you I was shady.
I really want to know how he closes out this project.
Y'all didn't wanna believe me. I'm Shady. And that's my name.
One of the first beats I guess they've done a few run-ups to the end. Man, be interesting to have gone back in time and seen, when this project drops, because I do think, obviously, it's entirely different. And you guys let me know in the comments, but I just feel like this style and these songs probably, and like I said, I've heard that from other rappers' mouths. When they heard the kind of things he was rapping, they were like, what? What is he talking about? And, you know, so that going out to the general public, but it also being really well produced, right? I mean, it's masterfully produced. And so this polished thing that's so wild going out to the public, you know, what that would have been like, especially in the day where, you know, we weren't sharing music online. I mean, I guess that was probably around the time that you could, let's see, when did Napster start? Napster launched June 99. Shut down following major copyright lawsuits. Okay, so it was probably around 2000 that I was messing with Napster, and then we got LimeWire. That's crazy that they relaunched and transitioned to a legal subscription-based streaming service. But for the most part, you know, I mean, it wasn't, you were still buying CDs and things at that time, or burning them for your friends. Okay. Eminem raps about his life as a white trash drug dealer, helps introduce the Slim Shady character to the masses. Melodically, thematically similar to Curtis Mayfield's Pusher Man. In Angry Blonde, he wrote, "It's funny because I didn't get the idea from Mayfield's song. I got it from Ice-T's Power record. I didn't know Ice got it from Pusherman. I used the melody but changed the words." Said, "This is a song I wrote in Kim's upstairs apartment. Oh, the memories. I originally wrote this to one of Sade's tracks, Turn My Back on You. I thought of the bass line and we made the song. I already had the rhyme written, so we did the track to the rhyme. Then I kind of messed with Curtis Mayfield's Pusher Man. It's funny because I didn't get the idea from Mayfield's song." Okay. We read that. Am I the only one who realizes the rhyme scheme from verse 1 where he puts most of the emphasis on the A sound? As M is listing off the drugs he's done, he says, "I do shrooms," which I think is some nice wordplay as mushrooms are grown in stuff. Oh, like I do mushrooms. Who came through 2 clocks, terrorized your burrow, told you how to slap dips and murder your girl. I gave you all the fingers, told you to sit and twirl. I got mushrooms, I got acid, I got tabs and aspirin tablets. Yeah, it'd be interesting if that was his I do mushrooms. Okay. I'm assuming what's on here is the original track list. So we've got 2 tracks left. This is the penultimate track, Bad Meets Evil, featuring Royce da 5'9".
I reckon you ain't familiar with these here parts. You know, there's a story behind that there saloon.
So good.
2 outlaws took this whole town over.
Just nailing the vibe.
Couldn't stop 'em. Quickest damn gunslingers I've ever seen. Got murdered in cold blood. That old saloon there was their little home away from home. They say the ghosts of bad and evil still live in that tavern. And on a quiet night, you could still hear the footsteps of Slim Shady and Royce da 5'9".
I don't speak, I float in the air.
Oh.
I'm not a real person, I'm a ghost trapped in a beat. I translate when my voice is read through a seismograph and the noise is spread, picked up and transmitted through Royce's head. Trap him in his room.
That's awesome.
Till the evilness flows through his blood like poisonous lead. Told him each one of his boys is dead. I asked him to come to the dark side, he made a choice and said,
Too hard, yo, I done heard worse. We can get in 2 cars and accelerate at each other to see which one will swerve first. 2 blind bandits panic, whose mental capacity holds that of a globe on top of 9 other planets. Kiss the cheek of the devil. Intelligence level is hellier than treble, peeking on speakers in the ghetto. Dismissal, I'm not a fair man. Disgrace the race of an atheist. Intercepting missiles with my bare hands like a patriot. One track sight without source. I buried the Christ corpse in my past life when the Black Knight mounted the white horse and stay overworked. It's like the Nazis in the nation collaborating, attempting to take over the earth.
Cause this is what happens when bad meets evil. And we at the trees till we look like Vietnamese people. He's evil, and I'm bad like Steve Seagal. Above the law, cause I don't agree with police either.
Shit, me neither.
We ain't eager to be legal. So please leave me with the keys to your G-Beagle. I breathe ether in 3 lethal amounts while I stab myself in the knee with a diseased needle. Releasing rays on anybody in squeezing range. Cold enough to make the seasons change in the freezing rain.
He's insane.
No, I'm not. I just wanna shoot up and I'm pissed off cause I can't find a decent
The disaster
thing.
of dreads. I'm bad enough to commit suicide and survive long enough to kill my soul after I'm dead. When in danger is funny. Actually, my flavor's similar to a waiter. Cause I'll serve any stranger with money. I spray 100 men until they joints change while slipping bullets at point blank range like they was punches. Piss on the flag and burn it, murder you, then come to your funeral service lobby and strangle your body to confirm it. Whipping human ass, throwing blows, cracking jaws with my fists wrapped in gauze. Dipped in glue and glass, I'm blazing them seeds.
So see, M's not the only violent rapper.
Ain't that eyebrow raising to me. From all angles of us, flash and mag loud enough to cast the avalanche and bust the volcanoes erupt.
Hello? Hey, yo, what's up?
We're coming to get you.
They know what's up. I used to be a loudmouth. Remember me? I'm the one who burned your house down. Well, I'm out now.
Shit.
And this time I'm coming back to blow your house up. And I ain't gonna leave you with a window to jump out of. Give me 2 fat tabs and 3 shrooms, and you won't see me like fat people in steam rooms. And when I go to hell and I'm getting ready to leave, I'ma put air in a bag and charge people to breathe.
Cause this is what happens when bad meets evil. And we at the trees till we look like Vietnamese people. He's evil, and I'm bad like Steve Seagal. Against peaceful, see you in hell for the sequel.
We'll be waiting.
See you in hell. Wall Street.
Yo.
Royce the 5'9", Slim Shady. See you in hell for the sequel.
Bye-bye.
I wonder if they ever actually did a sequel.
What?
Until next time.
And so, that's the story of when bad meets evil. 2 of the most wanted individuals in the county. Made Jesse James and Billy the Kid look like law-abiding citizens. It's too bad they had to go out the way they did. Got shot in the back coming out of that old saloon. But their spirits still live on to this day. Shh. Wait. Did y'all hear that?
Does this lead into the last track? Let's let it play.
A lot
Cool.
of people ask me, am I afraid of death? Hell yeah, I'm afraid of death. I don't want to die yet. A lot of people think that I worship the devil, that I do all types of retarded shit. Look, I can't change the way I think, and I can't change the way I am. But if I offended you, good, because I still don't give a fuck. I'm zoning off of one joint.
I'm not apologizing.
In the window, shopping the demo at gunpoint.
He's about to go harder.
Without a clue. What year is this? Fuck a needle, here's a sword, body pierced with this. Living them up, never giving a fuck. Give me the keys, I'm drunk, and I've never driven the truck. But I smoke dope in the cab. I stab you with the sharpest knife I can grab. Come back the next week and reopen your scab. A killer instinct runs in the blood, emptying full clips and burying guns in the mud. I've calmed down now, I was heavy once in the drugs. I could walk around straight for 2 months with a buzz. My brain's gone, my soul's warm, my spirit is torn. The rest of my body still being operated on. I'm ducked the
Torn on.
Cause I'm probably gonna get struck with lightning this time. To all the weed that I've smoked, yo, this blunt's for you. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. To all the friends I used to have, I miss my past, but the rest of you assholes can kiss my ass. For all the drugs that I've done, yo, I'm still gonna do. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. For every time I reminisce, yo, I miss my past, but I still don't give a fuck. Y'all can kiss my ass. I walked into a gunfight with a knife.
Just double down.
Cut you so fast when your blood spilled, it was still blue. I'll hang you till you dangle and chain you with both ankles and pull you apart from both angles. I wanna crush your skull till your brains leak out of your veins and bust open like broken water mains. So tell Saddam not to bother with making another bomb, cause I'm crushing the whole world in my palm. Got your girl firebomb. Buy your mom a shirt with a Slim Shady iron on, and the pants to match. Here, mama, try 'em on. I get a master tip with a mouth full of adjectives, a brain full of adverbs, and a box full of laxatives. Causing hospital accidents. God help me before I commit some irresponsible acts again. All the weed that I've smoked, yo, this blunt's for you. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. To all the friends I used to have, yo, I miss my past, but the rest of you assholes can kiss my ass. To all the drugs that I've done, yo, I'm still gonna do. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. So every time I reminisce, yo, I miss my past, but I still don't give a fuck. Y'all can kiss my ass. I wanted an album so rugged nobody could touch it. Spent $1 million a track and went over my budget. Now how in the fuck am I supposed to get out of debt? I can't rap anymore, I just murdered the alphabet. Drug sickness got me doing some bug twitches. I'm withdrawing from crack so bad my blood itches. I don't rap to get the women, fuck bitches. Give me a fat slut that cooks and does dishes. Never ran with a clique, I'm a posse. Kamikaze, strapping a motherfucking bomb across me. From the second I was
But she has an album called Kamikaze, right?
between Manson and Shaminazi. I don't know why the fuck I'm here in the first place. My worst day on this earth was my first birthday. Retarded, what did that nurse say? Brain damage. Fuck, I was born during the earthquake.
We'll call back.
This blunt's for you. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. To all the friends I used to have, yo, I miss my past, but the rest of you assholes can kiss my ass. To all the drugs that I've done, yo, I'm still going to. To all the people I've offended, yeah, fuck you too. So every time I reminisce, I miss my past, but I still don't give a fuck. Y'all can kiss my ass.
There's not a music video of this with him standing in the rain. It's a missed opportunity. Okay, man. Slim Shady going out with 2 fingers in the air, just doubling down on everything that he said. Let's go take a look at Bad Meets Evil first. You know, and to further this whole argument I've been making through this entire album, if South Park can exist on TV for as long as it has with everything it's done, Eminem can exist in the music world. Okay, Bad Meets Evil, name of the song will be applied to the duo themselves in future releases. That's fun, man. So they did more of them. That's a cool, I love when they're like these recurring themes, you know, through somebody's albums, even if it like skips albums and things like that. It's just this thing you look forward to. It's like, oh, what's the next one gonna be? Okay, not much said here about this one. You might know what the line's a reference to. Hello, Billy. Hey, what's up? We're coming to get you. Stop. They know it's us. All right. I mean, pretty straightforward on this one. Just the duo. All right. For the finale of his Aftermath debut, Slim Shady LP, Eminem reaffirms that he does not give a on a track laced with vivid imagery, inventive wordplay. As M explained in his Angry Blonde book, let's go down here because it usually just quotes from this. Said, this was my manager Paul's concept. He called me one day while I was in Cali saying, you need to do a Just Don't Give a Part 2. I responded, yeah, still don't give a. He said, just make it have the same feel. He told me this while I was in the middle of writing another song. I forgot what song it was because I was writing like crazy when I got out to Cali, especially after I got my deal, so I was trying to let it slip. I was constantly writing, recording, going back home, and then writing again. It was one of the songs that I worked on during that massive writing period. The drums on this are the same drums as on Just Don't Give a. Only difference was that we added a hi-hat all through it, whereas in Just Don't, the hi-hat continues, so it gives a little more drive to it. To top it off, Jeff from FBT had this ill-ass guitar loop, and I thought, this is it. Then I came up with I'm zoning off of one joint, stopping a limo, hopped in the window, shopping a demo at gunpoint. As a matter of fact, the same day we made the beat, I once again wrote the song and came with the hook. I wanted this song to sum up the whole album. basically what the song was saying is that no matter what you say about me or what you think I should do or what you think of me, of how I should sound or anything, I don't give a. This is me. I'm going to be it, and I'm going to stay that way. Yep, and it came through full force. Third verse, one of his best. Third verse is sick, probably one of him's best. Let's take a look at it for a second. I wanted an album so rugged nobody could touch it. Spent $1 million a track, went over my budget. Wonder if that's true. Him spent a lot of money on the Infinite album, put his all life into it, but the album flopped, and that was at this time he started to take more drugs, try suicide, finally find a new persona for talking about his problems, more ironic perspective. Yeah, I would be interested to know like what he was doing kind of leading up to this deal. Now, how am I supposed to get out of debt? I can't rap anymore. I just murdered the alphabet. Drug sickness got me doing some bugged twitches. I'm withdrawn from crack so bad my blood itches. I don't rap to get the women. Forget that. Give me a fat slut that cooks and does dishes. Never ran with a clique. I'm a posse. Kamikaze strapping bomb across me. From the second I was born, my mama lost me. I'm a cross between Manson, Esham, and Ozzy. I don't know Esham. Okay, yep, I know Marilyn Manson. Just like they hated him, parents hated Marilyn. Esham is probably one of Eminem's most important influences. He's a Detroit acid rapper who was a pioneer in saying messed up stuff with songs like 666 and KK Kill the Fetus. Okay, he broke social no-nos in rap. Where else would M get his crazy stuff from? Okay, Ozzy bit the head off a bat. Need we say more? Yeah, but the biting the head off the bat, I feel like the story I always heard behind that was that he didn't know it was a real bat. He like assumed it was fake. But it is interesting too, you know, because obviously, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We become more conscious of certain things, you know. We learn, we grow the same way that like at one point slavery was accepted. We learned, we grew, we were like, hey, that's probably not how we should treat people. You know, I think it's fine if we learn and we grow and decide like, maybe these are kind of some topics we just want to treat more seriously. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong in that. So it is an interesting ethical argument. But I've always heard like Tyler, the Creator's really early stuff, like Goblin, is probably more in the vein of like this early stuff from M, maybe even stuff like Esham. Let me know if you know about Esham. That's got to be like kind of a deep cut. But I feel like those albums from him, which I haven't listened to yet, I do want to, you know, listen to Tyler's early stuff as well. But it's probably not far from the content in something like this. It's just the way that it kind of exists in our society today, you know, just isn't quite as looked over. So Esham Attica Smith, American rapper from Detroit, known for his hallucinogenic style of hip hop, which he refers to as acid rap, which I know there's a, gosh, what's his name? We did cut Chance. Chance the Rapper has an album called Acid Rap. We haven't done that one yet. We did Coloring Book, which fuses rock-based beats and lyrics involving subjects such as death, drug use, evil, paranoia, and sex. He and his brother ran the biggest selling independent hip-hop label in Detroit through the 90s. Their influence spawned an entire subgenre within hip-hop that eventually fueled the careers of Kid Rock, Eminem, D12, Royce da 5'9", Tech 9, ICP, and more. Okay, they worked with Insane Clown Posse, which I've never listened to. I only know, like, I've seen pictures and things like that. Done a lot of work with Insane Clown Posse. There's a deep, dark world out there. I don't know why I'm here in the first place. My worst day on this earth was my first birthday. All right, man. Let's talk some closing comments. I think I've said enough throughout this reaction about, you know, just the perception of his music and the things that he talks about, and, you know, comparing that to other media and things like that. So obviously, if we can do these other things in media, then there's a place for this too. I'm honestly was so surprised at the amount of narrative that was going on in this album. All of the, not just the skits, but even in the songs. A lot of the songs are very much like, you know, painting these pictures or these comic strips. And I was also surprised. I knew that Eminem was really funny and playful, but I didn't realize how much it came into his music. I mean, it's all over the place. All of these sound effects and him like doing these different voices, and I guess in a way like his style of ad-libs. The flows obviously are crazy, the rhyme schemes and the references and all of that. There's nothing more to be said. I think everybody understands where M stands within that and his abilities and capabilities. Like I said, I'm really curious to see how it evolves and the sounds change. Does he kind of keep his thing, or does he keep evolving as things move forward? Does he stay true to like what he really enjoys doing, even though he knows maybe popular opinion is moving in a different direction as we get kind of later into the 2010s and stuff like that? But all in all, a really crazy album. There's some really great stuff on here. I think one of the songs, at least, that stands out to me the most was track 19. Or I'm sorry, track 14, Rock Bottom. Really enjoyed that one. And then there were some others in here. I can't remember the other one that I mentioned that stood out to me big time that I really enjoyed. But let me know your thoughts on this album. Where were you when you first heard it? What are your thoughts on this kind of rap and Eminem and its place in culture? And you know, let me know. I guess we just kind of saw that there were some people that kind of inspired Eminem that were doing things like this before, but where was it that he set apart? And we'll have a good conversation in the comments. We'll work to get all of the music videos, live performances, all that stuff, behind the scenes content up on Patreon, but we already have hundreds of hours of additional content from dozens of artists. And we host exclusive live streams, which actually, if you're a J. Cole fan at all, as of this album releasing, this album is releasing on Friday, August 21st, 2026. On the 23rd, so Sunday, we're hosting a Patreon live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to do a listen through of J. Cole's Truly Yours 1 and 2. So if you want to come be a part of that, go check us out on Patreon. Links in the description. But it will be available for replay. And also on Patreon, you get to help vote on the albums we listen to next. So thanks for hanging out with me for this one. I hope to see you in the next one. It was reading good.